I'm gonna say there's a thing on the screen, on my screen anyway, that's blocking Amy's face.
Can you guys hear us?
Yes, can you hear us? Audio check. We all good? We are in the kitchen right now, in the kitchen tonight, because if you saw some earlier posts, this is kind of going to be like an informal little like cooking session with
We're
Amy.
kind of going to be half eating dinner, so we apologize, guys, because we have not eaten yet. Well, we kind of ate. We ate like one piece of chicken earlier, because I made it for the kids, but we bought some Spam. I have no idea if I bought the right kind of Spam, because I've never bought Spam before. But we're going to make some Spam fried rice. We already made some like huli chicken, which I'll show you in a little bit. I had to make it ahead of time because I looked up the recipe and it was like marinade for 8 hours. Like, well, I can't do that on the live stream.
When we like floated this idea by you all a couple of weeks ago, all of our Hawaii friends were giving us recommendations on things to make, and we loved several of the recommendations, like
Huli chicken
and Hawaiian mac salad. And Amy was like making the mac salad earlier, and I was like, I thought you were supposed to do that on the stream. And she's like, it has to be in the fridge for 4 hours. It's like, oh. So anyway, hey everyone, I'm just looking down here through the comments. We've got mystery guest Rebecca, KJ, Imogee, Argenis, Arius, Lisa, Stephanie, and Anaheim Dad. Hey, everyone who has chimed in and said hello. Here, there's the mac salad.
We got our mac salad.
Amy's already made some mac salad.
Humongous thing, a mac salad.
Hey, Juan. Hey, Danny. Hey, Magic, Moro, Dina, Dinah, Ebony, Carly. Hello. Good to see you all. I have, if you're wondering why I'm looking off to the side, I have my laptop over here off to the side, and that's because the comments on the screen disappear so quickly.
Disappear for like a second.
Yeah, so in order for me to even be able to like keep up with the chat, I basically have to have the laptop open here. So looks like Rebecca, Ike, Elliot, Danielle, Allie, Big Red. Hey, let's go Padres. Thanks for hanging out with us, David. And John, hello, Aiden. Good to see everyone here today. Yeah, we can do this live today because it's like the one day in the entire week where there's no Padres game. We have been watching every single Padres game. And if there was a Padres game going on right now, it'd be like, not sure I'd be doing a live stream.
Or making a ton of food.
But yeah, I miss the lives too, Carly. They're really fun, but they also take a lot of time. So I can't promise that this one's gonna be 3 hours long like the ones that we've done before. But yeah, this one's just gonna kind of be fun and gonna. What did David just say? Anyone who says anything positive about the Dodgers?
Hey, not everyone here is Dodger fans, David, or Padres fans.
Yes, there's people from all over the country, and you know, we'll take anybody who likes the NL best, right? Doesn't matter whether you're a Rockies fan or a Padres fan.
Rockies fans, bad for you, though. Everyone's like, go NL West.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except for the Rockies.
John, absolutely. You can ask questions. Feel free to ask questions, guys.
And like we said, it's going to be really informal. So we'll probably be like munching on food here in a minute.
Yep. See, there's a Dodgers fan right there. So no animosity whatsoever. We are all part of the same division, and we're dominating baseball right now. So we can all be friends. Let's see here. Do I recommend renting a car for Aulani in the main island? So we thought about not this time. And I don't know how we would do like getting to Kualoa. Oh, no, I know what we plan to do. We were going to rent a car for our like travel days. We're going to rent a car to go to Aulani, to go to Kualoa Ranch, the Polynesian Cultural Center, things like that. Anytime we wanted to travel around the island. But once we got to Aulani, we were thinking maybe we should just stay put this year. Only stay at Aulani, get rid of the rental car. But you know what? The cost to get a shuttle from the airport to Aulani and back was the same cost as it was to store a rental car there.
I mean, at the same time, you have to pay for parking for the rental car.
Well, that's what I was taught. I mean, that's the cost. The cost for
okay.
storing the rental car. And the costs for a few less days actually wasn't like that much difference. So we just decided to keep the car the whole time.
Plus, we have a couple of places we're going for meals when we're at Alani that aren't at Alani, so we'll want the car. I have heard though, like we had friends who we went with who were there at the same time as us the last time we were out there 2 years ago. They didn't rent a car. They just stayed at Aulani, and then they rented a car one day of their trip through
Enterprise. It's
Enterprise. I think through like the front desk.
Yeah.
And that worked out for them because they had they had a lot younger of kids. So they weren't trying to go do a ton of sightseeing while they were there. Whereas like for us, we were doing a lot of sightseeing while we were there. They did Pearl Harbor and I think Diamond Head and the North Shore like all in one day, and that was their only sightseeing day. So for them, it was more cost effective to not rent a car. So it kind of just depends on your situation.
Yeah. Now they stayed at Aulani the whole time though, whereas we are spending 3 nights at the Holiday Inn Express Waikiki again, the same place we did 2 years ago. We loved that hotel, and so we're going back there. We stay at a cheaper hotel for our sightseeing days because once we do get to Aulani, we really do want to spend most of the time at Aulani. I still have like things that I want to do each day that are like fun and exciting things that we do have to leave Aulani for, like going on the Ko'olina glass bottom boat tour. That's something that we're doing new this year. But that boat launch is like a 10-minute walk from Aulani, so it's not that far. It's not like you actually have to drive an hour all the way to the North Shore or something like that.
Aren't we doing our North Shore Day
one
of the days?
We are, actually, that was a bad example, because we are doing the North Shore Day during Aulani, simply because we were only intended to spend 4 nights at Aulani, and we were going to spend 4 nights at the Holiday Inn Express Waikiki, but there was a special deal this year for 5 nights at Aulani, and so we ended up, it saved us money to add a 5th night to Aulani. So because of that, we're still going to have a sightseeing day while we're at Aulani. Aloha from Travelor. Travelor. Is it like traveler? Travelor. But aloha from Hawaii, they say. Angeline says that she's going to Aulani in October. Pretty cool. We have thought about going like that time of the year. I know a lot of people like to go like around Christmas time and things like that.
But go Christmas. It's all decorated for Christmas. I don't think October will be decorated yet.
Probably not. But
I don't know if they decorate for Halloween or anything.
John says he's a volunteer at the San Diego Zoo, and we are propagating plants that are extinct in the wild in Hawaii. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Very cool. Hawaii has some of the best like foliage and just
green.
Like green. Yeah, just green. Everything looks so beautiful there. Absolutely beautiful there. Hi, Serena. Hi, Alejandro. Danielle says, I found a Hawaii store in Claremont. Oh, really? It's called Leilani's Attic. They have snacks, lavas, clothes, and gifts. Ooh. They have Pog?
Probably.
I mean, I know we can get Pog in that.
So at the grocery store.
I feel like the last time we did a live, I was like talking about how I miss Pog, and somebody said, "Oh, you could get Pog at Ralph's or whatever." So Amy went down to Ralph's and got some Pog, and I don't know. I swear it tastes different.
That's because you're not in Hawaii. It's like the whole concept of Coke on an airplane tastes better than like drinking. Coke at home.
What's Paradise Coke?
It's one of the luau's. Isn't it the one like right next to Alani?
Oh, is that the one right next to Alani?
So. The one like it's like 2 doors down, I think.
Maybe I don't remember. Let's see here. Paradise Cove, Luau, Capole. Yeah, that's got to be right down the. Yeah, right down the road.
Yeah. I had heard it was closing. I mean, we still are biased towards Toa.
I love Toa. It was so affordable
nice.
Too.
It was affordable. It was family, like, there wasn't a buffet, which was nice. Like, I know some people really like having the buffet aspect, but we liked being able to just sit and have people, like, them bring your food and just being able to chill. And the kids really enjoyed it, and it was it was nice being small.
Hey, Nicholas. Nicholas says, my son says the same thing about the Dole Whip from Disneyland. It isn't the same anywhere else. We got a Dole Whip from the Dole Plantation in Hawaii. And I didn't think it tasted like the Disneyland one. Like, I'm like, oh, just give me the Disneyland Dole Whip.
I thought it tasted fine.
I was like, just give me the Disneyland Dole Whip. No, I
think you were more upset because we had overpaid for everything else there.
I'm sure the one in Hawaii is far more authentic, but the one at Disneyland has more of a creamier consistency. And I definitely love the ones from Disneyland.
We will not be at Disneyland on May the 4th.
We will be May the 3rd. We have reservations for May the 3rd.
But I'm blocked out the 4th.
Yeah.
I can't go.
Unfortunately, the Amy and the kids have Believe Key. So I know we've talked about this before in the past, but just to make things more affordable, what we've done is I'm the only one with an Inspire Key. And of course, it's because I go up a whole lot more often than Amy and the kids do, but also because the Inspire Key gives you free parking. So one Inspire Key, and then they have Believe Key because it's a little bit cheaper. And for the most part, they can come a good chunk of the time. There's a couple of Saturdays they're blocked out. There's a couple of Sundays they're blocked out. But for the most part, there's at least one weekend date usually of a Saturday-Sunday combo that they can go almost every weekend. This week being an exception, they're blocked out the entirety of the week before Easter every single year. And that happens to always be
our spring break.
Our kids always have off the week before Easter, so the kids are off and they can't go anywhere, which is unfortunate. But the kids are still off on Monday, and the Monday is opened back up for Believe Key. So Amy and the kids are coming. And then the biggest thing about Believe Key is that it's open all summer long. So
at one point we had
Enchant.
And it was annoying because he got to go during the summer, and the kids and I are like, well, we'll go in August, I guess. But then once the kids started school, I started working at the school, and we wanted to be able to have more weekend. Actually, at that point, they stopped letting Enchant go pretty much any weekends, and that's when we upgraded to Believe.
I see a question here that probably is going through a lot of people's minds, even if they haven't asked it. And that is, are we going to Epic? And the answer is not right now. No. I don't have any current plans to do so. I don't know when we're going to even have the opportunity to. And I mean, I could make a solo trip, but it's just so expensive, even to make a solo trip out there. We're talking, so here's what I looked up, okay? Here's what I looked up. It costs about $2,000 for a single day at Epic for my family. When you factor in the ticket costs, the hotel costs, and the unlimited express pass costs. It just would be way too high for a single day. And so it's just I don't know. And then just for me, I mean, it would be a lot cheaper, but then I have to fly out there. And so I don't know. There's just a lot of up in the air with us for Epic right now. I don't know when we'll go, but I'll go eventually.
Well, plus, I feel like anybody I've seen who has gone out there, who got, either media previews or now they're starting the
annual pass holders
previews or the work previews, they're having to go multiple days to even be able to see everything. Because it's so new and not everything's quite functioning 100%, and they're still getting kinks out. At this point, it's I don't think I'd want to spend the money to only ride maybe 3 rides in one day. I mean, at that point, you're paying $100 per ride, which isn't really worth it. As much as, we're having a little bit of FOMO for missing out.
I just haven't watched any videos. That's the bottom line.
I purposely have only seen maybe 1 or 2 little clips of stuff, but I haven't actually gone and watched anybody's full videos. So we probably won't. If we ever do go, we probably won't watch anything until...
I want to experience it myself. I mean, that's the sort of the downside of should I even go and make a video about it? I mean, everybody else has made a video about it, so the market for that is really, really crowded. crowded right now anyway. And then you've got a whole bunch of people like myself who don't really want to be spoiled personally. I want to go and experience it for myself. So I'm seeing clips, like you said, and posts about it, so I know it's cool and I know it's awesome, and I know people were saying it blows Disney out of the water and Disney's in trouble and Disney needs to figure something out.
At the same time, we're also going into the hot season, and I heard they have no shade whatsoever in Epic, so I don't think I'd want to go at this time of the year.
Yeah. Shantae says, going to Disneyland in January, do you think they'll have any ticket deals like the anniversary offer they have now, and how's the weather in January? They almost always have ticket deals. They just don't pop up until about 3 to 4 months beforehand. So I would expect to start seeing January ticket deals around September, October, somewhere in that ballpark. They're going to have every single year in January, they have the $50 kids tickets deal. That starts the day after Christmas ends.
Yeah. They also have, depending on if you're a California resident or SoCal resident, they sometimes have other deals too.
SoCal resident deals that pop up. Sometimes they'll have hotel deals if you stay at a Disneyland hotel. I don't usually recommend doing that just because they're so expensive. In terms of sheer value, we're always about value, like biggest bang for our buck. And I can get, 2 nights stay at the Candy Cane Inn for the cost of 1 night at the Disneyland Hotel. And Candy Cane has free breakfast and it's awesome and the rooms are great. And so I'll always pick Candy Cane over the Disneyland Hotel or something like that. But if you really love the Disneyland Hotel and you want to go there, they sometimes do have special hotel deals as well that you can be on the lookout for.
Are we digging into this?
I wasn't gonna plan on eating on screen, but if you want to eat something, you can walk around the corner, and I can answer some questions and things. Well, Amy's gonna make the spam fried rice here in a little bit, and then we'll flip the camera around and she can.
This for them?
You can watch her make the spam fried rice.
No, you're not watching me make spam fried rice.
Why not?
I'll just cut stuff over here.
Okay, whatever. This is chill. I didn't really know what to think of whenever I said hey, let's make something together that's Hawaiian. I kind of had pictures of in my mind of nice little display where you can see hands and chopping meat and chopping veggies, and then it just didn't work that way because of all the prep time and stuff. So it is what it is. The kids are down. They're watching Lion King 1.5 upstairs.
Which, if you've never seen Lion King 1.5, please go watch Lion King 1.5. It's hilarious. If you've never seen it.
What's on the menu?
I don't know. It's not many people know about it, but once you see it, I have seen it, and I was cracking up again the whole entire movie. So if you've not seen it.
Before the hyenas come.
Here, Benjamin, let me do your cup.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Will I be at Disneyland on Monday next week? Yes, Monday the 21st. We will be there Monday the 21st. When is Disneyland celebrating the 70th anniversary? May 16th, Friday, May 16th is the kickoff, and it runs through September of 2026. However, once Halloween kicks off, a lot of stuff is going to be replaced with Halloween stuff. So,
we don't know if the parade's even going or anything.
There'll be a lot of 70th foods that I expect to disappear when Halloween foods kick off. There'll still be some that'll hang around, but there'll be a lot in May and June and July. And then in August, when Halloween kicks off, I do expect them to only keep the iconic stuff. And some of the other stuff will sort of disappear by the wayside to make way for Halloween. There's a big question mark of what's going to happen with Paint the Night. The last time Paint the Night was here was for the 60th anniversary, and they had, at Christmas time for the 60th, they still had the Christmas Fantasy Parade in the day for the 2:30 showing, and then the 5:30 showing or 6:30 showing or whatever it was of the parade was still Paint the Night. So they still ran Paint the Night, even with holiday parades and things. So we could still see Paint the Night through the holiday seasons, but I would expect some things from the 70th to sort of disappear at the start of Halloween. I expect merchandise to persist for the most part, but again, will the whole line of merchandise persist, or will it be replaced with Halloween merchandise? It's hard to say, but it's going to run through again through September of 2026. So there will be periods throughout that time where there are no seasonal merchandise, no seasonal foods, where like I expect all the 70th stuff to come back in force. But if you're coming during the Halloween or Christmas seasons, I would expect kind of like modified 70th celebrations. Yes, Kat's talking about my shirt. This is the Hawaiian shirt giveaway for the Padres game last year, so I thought I'd wear this one. I actually have. I'm gonna go get the new one.
Go grab
oh yeah, go get it. There was a new one that they just had this past Monday, and I got a large because this is an extra large, and I feel like it's. I know you can't really tell very much on camera, but it felt kind of baggy on me. So I was hoping that a large would be better, but it's a little too tight, and so I decided to buy an extra large online. Some people were selling these still, so I bought an extra large online, and this is just a really great pattern.
I was about to say,
I love
so big
this pattern. It's beautiful, and so I'm gonna wear that in Hawaii, the extra large one when it comes, and so. EJ or Edge says, I've never participated in a live before. So this is the first time. Well, welcome. I'm glad that you're able to catch us. Can I rate Star Wars Night 2025 compared to 2024? Sort of, but not really. So I didn't even do anything Star Wars Night this year. I just did the rides. But I will say from what I did see, like the photo ops and things, the photo ops were much better last year than they were this year. I felt like there was a lot of postage stamp style photo ops, and it just seemed kind of lame and boring to me.
For what? Star Wars Night?
For Star Wars Night. Yeah, it didn't seem like they did have a couple of different cool things that I saw,
like
but
that for what was it?
90s
night that we went to, like the photo ops were just not all that great. Whereas like Sweethearts Night, we even were saying like I would actually we were given tickets for Sweethearts Night from one of you guys, but I would actually contemplate paying for Sweethearts Night again because the photo ops were actually like really cute and fun.
John says we need to try the spam sushi. I think Amy plans to.
Masubi?
Yeah, spam masubi.
Yes, I plan on it.
And then, let's see here. Traveling Knife says, good evening from Seattle. My wife and I love your videos. We're planning on going to Oogie Boogie Bash this year. What's the secret to acquiring tickets? So the secret is to just be there early and be prepared to wait. Oogie Boogie Bash. So tickets go on sale end of June. The dates will be announced when they're announced. Annual pass holders get priority. Inspire Key gets 2 days early. Everybody else, every other Magic Key holder gets 1 day early, and then on the third day, it opens to the general public. So there will be 2 pre-release days beforehand. That I do expect that all of the ones they have singled out for Inspire Keys will probably disappear by the end of Inspire Key Day. But that doesn't mean there won't be anything left whenever day 2 rolls around for everybody, for all the other Magic Key holders, because let's say there's a total of 100,000 reservations over the entire Oogie Boogie Bash season from the 30 different nights. They'll probably have, say, 20,000 of those 100,000 set aside for the Inspire Keys. And then they'll have another 20,000 set aside for the other Magic Key holders, and then they'll have the 60,000 set aside for the general public. So there will be, it's not like if all, the entire first day sells out, they're gone for everybody else. No, there will still be reservations for you on general public day. The key is going to be, so at 9 o'clock is when it generally starts, but the queue will open around 8:40-ish. So you basically just have to navigate to the special ticket page for Oogie Boogie Bash, at 8:30, and then periodically refresh the page until you end up in this waiting queue. And it's not even the official queue yet because that won't open till 9. But some people are convinced, and I'm just not sure how it works, but some people are convinced that the earlier you are in the pre-queue, the better position you'll have in the actual queue.
It just sounds complicated.
supposedly they just randomize it for everybody who was in beforehand at 9 o'clock. It just gets randomized. Some people will be in multiple browsers and multiple tabs and things. I don't know if that really does anything good for you or not, but lately they've been doing this email thing, where as soon as you enter the queue, you can type in your email and they'll email you when it's your turn. I've done that the last couple times and it's worked rather well. So there's no like sitting with your browser tab open for 9 hours like there used to be. But the earlier you are in the queue, the better, basically. So David's saying to use private window tabs. He's saying it works. He does this more often than I do. So if...
Oh, no, scroll.
What?
Okay. We're behind on comments.
Okay, yeah, sorry. I was just answering the Oogie Boogie Bash one as best as I could. But anyhow, I hope that was somewhat clear. But yeah, you have to do it the day that they release. If you don't do it the day that they release, you're pretty much out of luck. Oogie Boogie Bash sells like hotcakes. It's the most popular.
Star Wars night would sell out a lot more than it did.
I think there might still be tickets available.
I think there's still tickets available.
Yeah.
Talking.
Thank you to Disneyland for the super chat. Appreciate that. I'll be at Disneyland next week. We'll be doing the railroad guided tour. Have you done it?
We have not done any tours. We hope to one day. So let us know how it goes. Also, somebody asked the best ages for Aulani. Honestly, I would say, so if you want to utilize aunties, like the child care that's there, your child has to be at least 4 years old by the time your trip is. So I would say like between 4 and 12 is probably your best age range, because this will be James's last year that we can even utilize aunties for him because he's starting to outgrow it.
So once you're 12?
You can go, I think, when you're 12.
Okay.
But like once you turn 13.
So he could theoretically go next year. Actually, so long as we went in May, he could still go in 2027 if we went in 2027. Because he's 10 right now. He turns 11 in July. So, yeah. But at the same time, he's probably outgrowing it maturity-wise.
He already, like, even this trip, I expect him to kind of be like, Mom, this was not as much fun as last time.
Yeah.
However, we want it for the next, like, 3 hours of, you know.
There are, well... Clarification, there are 2 different types of Auntie's Beach House at Aulani. There's a free one, which costs no money, and it's an hour and a half long. And then
that one's not structured activities. They're just kind of in there.
It's like daycare.
They can play on, like, video games. They can color. They can play board games. It's...
Yeah. And then there's a paid one at $64 a person. So that's $128 for our children, because we have 2 of them. So... It's 3 hours long, and last year they did Kakamora Chaos with Moana, and they made this really cool like mini oar, and it has like the Hawaiian stamping that they do, and they got to stamp it, and they both still have their oars up in their room. It was a very cool
and they got to meet
souvenir
Moana and like play games with her outside and stuff like that, and they really enjoy that. So we've signed them up for Galactic Games this time. So we don't know who they're meeting. Like every one of those premium ones, I believe, like you meet somebody.
Yeah.
But those ones are 3 hours long.
Yeah. Best recommendations for Season of the Force foods. I'm trying to remember what they even had now.
We had that, like, Euro burger.
The Euro burger was decent.
Honestly, my favorite thing that I ate was the dark side churro.
Oh, yes. I've gotten that.
Like,
I got that churro again the other day.
Uh-huh. I want one again.
It's
like red hot cinnamon.
The spicy red hot cinnamon churro. It tastes like... It tastes like the little Christmas candy red hot cinnamon things. Those are, I mean, it's not like that spicy. I don't think it's that spicy.
It's not super spicy. It's got a nice little like kick to it.
See you, Lisa. Thanks for hanging out. There was something else here that I saw.
My favorite ride is not Goofy Sky School.
Wilson Lamb asks, any guess on special events for July 17th this year? There's usually like a special cavalcade.
Oh, for the birthday?
Mm-hmm. There's usually a special cavalcade and like maybe a special cupcake or a special like macaron or something like that. But aside from that, they don't really do anything super duper special on the actual birthday itself. Because the 70th is celebrate, the 70th celebration is one big giant celebration of their birthday. So I wouldn't expect anything like super specially significant on the 17th itself. But yeah, there'll definitely be a cavalcade, like a special cavalcade that day.
I'm trying to think, did they hand us something when we went in?
When we walked in the park? I don't remember.
I don't think they did. Because like some days you do. Like Mother's Day, if you go on Mother's Day, you get handed a flower.
Mm-hmm. Which I think we're going Mother's Day this year, right?
It depends, because we now got a reservation for the 3rd.
Yeah.
So which means then we might skip the 11th, because we're already going up the 18th.
On the 18th, yeah.
We had kept the 11th if we couldn't get the 3rd, so we'll see. It might actually be nice to be home for Mother's Day for once.
We went to Mother's Day at Disneyland last year, so maybe we should be at home for Mother's Day this year and actually spend it with our mothers.
Yeah. Because they'll actually be like, I think my parents will still be in town.
Let's see here. Is Alani still fun for solo adults? If we could go without the kids, I absolutely.
I mean, it depends on you, because
would.
We would, but we don't mind kids being around. I've heard a lot of complaints from people who have gone like on their honeymoon or gone solo for an anniversary, and the whole time in forums they're complaining that it's loud because there's kids around, and they would much rather be at the Four Seasons next door where it's very, very quiet. So it does depend on your personality. For us, it's like we have kids, we're used to noise. Like, it doesn't bother us.
Even that aside, okay, so every time I go to Aulani, and yes, it costs extra money, but I figure if I'm going all the way to Hawaii and I'm going to Aulani, I'm going to pay the extra $200 a night. I want the ocean view room. I want the room that overlooks that absolutely gorgeous courtyard with the volcano and everything inside there. And I could go and sit on the balcony and do nothing all day, but sit on the balcony and read a book for 5 days straight, and I would be just in paradise. I would be. I don't need anything but that balcony view. I really don't.
We better get the same or similar view. Otherwise, you're going to be disappointed.
So if I went to Aulani and all I got was a view of the parking lot, I feel like I would be kind of disappointed, personally.
We requested the same room, didn't we?
We did. I requested it down to the room number. I don't know if they're going to honor it, but like whenever I had our travel agent book it for us, I'll check with her again. But I had her put in the room request and the actual room number. Like, hey, we stayed at this room last year, and we want.
I was about to say we requested the same room for the Holiday Inn Express too.
I did. I called up the Holiday Inn Express to book that one. I said, hey, we were in this room last year. What are the chances we can get this room? He says, I'll write it down. I'm like, okay. I gotta say hi to the super chats here. Kristen Hoskin and
Hog Fun.
Clint Worm. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Hawaii slushies and Pog. So absolutely, we will be eating shave ice probably every single day. Every single day, I think we have plans to go somewhere.
And this time we know to put ice cream with it.
Yes.
Because last time we didn't try the
It was like the second to last day we tried the ice cream.
Yeah, it was like the second to last day we tried the ice cream with it. And we're like, why have we not done this the whole trip?
MCL66. So tourist attractions near Aulani, it's the entire island is tourist attractions near Aulani. In my opinion, because we're from San Diego, and just to get up to Disneyland takes me an hour and a half to get up there. To cross one side of Oahu to the other is an hour and a half. So it's like everything is doable. Everything is reachable. I mean, everything is totally within the realm of possibility. I think the entire island is your tourist attraction near Aulani.
Like some of the highways are really pretty.
But if you're talking about sheer things to do within walking distance.
There's actually not a lot from Alani.
There's not really. There's nothing on that side of the island.
Most of the good tourist things are either like in Waikiki, south of Waikiki, or on the other side of the island. Mm-hmm. Or the North Shore.
Yeah. Let's see here. I never have used a travel agent. So we don't necessarily use her to save money. We use her Oh, I could book everything myself. I really could. We use the travel agent because she's a friend of ours and she gets paid. I
So we help
mean,
her out.
you know, if we're gonna go anyway, we're so easy of clients. She just books everything for us, like in terms of the initial booking. And when it comes to like booking food or booking events and things like that, she could technically do that for you, but
We do it.
we do it all ourselves. So we're really easy clients for her. We just use her so that she gets paid.
I mean, it's kind of like, you know, when we tell you guys,
Yeah.
you know, to use Getaway.
Yeah. Through our link.
Through our link.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost you guys any extra, but like it helps us out. So like we do that for her. It doesn't cost us any extra, but it helps her out.
Exactly. So we actually, the first time we ever used a travel agent was to go to Walt Disney World, probably back in 2014. I think the very first time we used a travel agent. And she actually did come in clutch, saving us tons of money because we booked everything and then like this new deal promo popped up that I wasn't aware of because we had already booked everything. And she said, hey, I automatically applied this offer to your reservation. You guys now have free dining plan. We're like, what?
We're like, cool.
The dining plan for the four of us would have been $1,000.
Yeah.
And she gave us a free $1,000 upgrade.
She had to like upgrade our room type.
Yeah, she had to
so
change us to
pay
a pirate
little
room.
Bit, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't much. Like it was like pay an extra $200 to get a whole extra like $1,000 in food free. We're like, sure.
But a travel agent, what they'll also do, and we call them, well, they're called Disney Vacation Planners, DVPs. Disney Vacation Planners, what they'll do is they're like they're your planning guide. So if you want them to book all your dining reservations for you, hey, can you grab me Blue Bayou? Hey, can you grab me Cafe Orleans? Hey, can you grab me Lamplight? They will be in charge of doing that for you. They know exactly what time food drops, and they'll essentially grab all that stuff for you. And if they aren't able to grab a reservation, because it's not like they're like genies and magic or anything like that, that sometimes they run out, they'll keep checking. They'll set alerts. They'll be the ones in charge of doing their absolute best to make sure you get what you want. And it takes a lot of the planning and a lot of the work off of your hands. So if you are interested in checking out our DVP, her name is Sarah Griffin, and she's with Travelmation, I think. Let me double check. Sarah Griffin Travel.
What, Bobo?
Yes, Travelmation. You can just type in Sarah Griffin Travel, basically, and
You already had a snack.
her
Did you guys already eat all
her
your
info
popcorn?
will pop up
Yeah,
in
but
Google,
I'm still
and you can
hungry.
message her and let her know that Traver and Amy sent you to her. I'm sure she'd love that.
Have a snack.
You need another snack?
Um,
You really ate all your popcorn?
Mhm.
Did you guys pause the movie?
Mhm.
Okay. How much movie do you have left?
We haven't even checked yet.
Oh, okay. What do you want for snack? Go look in the garage. Maybe go have veggie straws or something. No, nothing from the fridge.
Why?
Cause
Sorry, guys. Just letting letting Amy take care of Benjamin here real quick first.
he's always hungry.
He is hungry.
Hungry.
I
I promise I feed him. He's just always hungry.
I'm gonna call you EJ because I'm assuming it's EJ instead of Edge, but maybe it's Edge. I don't know. Sorry.
Probably
Says you should make a video, but it's Amy doing all the recording.
We've done a couple of
She's
those.
done that a couple times. She doesn't like to.
Find our there's one at Christmas.
Yeah, one at Christmas
and
time because I
then,
was sick.
The Lunar New Year food.
Oh, Lunar New Year food video.
And that was because Trevor was sick and I didn't have a choice.
Let me see if I can find it.
I said we're saying his name right, but it's like, to which one? EJ?
Oh, probably EJ. I'm assuming EJ. If we're wrong and it's not EJ, let me know.
Lunar New Year. You just passed Lunar New Year.
I
Or
know
is
I
that
passed
the
Lunar New
second
Year.
one?
I'm looking for the other one.
Oh, there it is.
Which one? Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
there.
So it's called Amy and James Went to Disneyland Without Me.
You can just link it in there.
Oh, yeah, I can. Let me just grab it. You're right. I forgot I could do that. Let me just go over here. I'm dropping it in the chat right now. Amy and James Went to Disney Without Me. There we go. There you go. That's the link. Dropping it in the comment. So you can check it out right there. Any thoughts on Disney cruises? So, yeah, I have thoughts.
They're expensive.
I have thoughts.
That's why we haven't ever gone on one. Like, we even thought about it for, like, this fall. We're like, Disney cruise or, you know, the other plan.
The other thing the kids don't know about that we're not going to mention on this stream.
And we looked at each other and we're like, no, we're still not going to do a Disney cruise.
I would like to eventually. I mean, truthfully, I would. But every time I look at the price, it's like, I am a very...
A lot of people have said to do, I think it's Norwegian Cruise Line is a good one.
Yeah, we need to. I think we need to start with a cheap cruise first, and I don't mean cheap as in like, you know, nothing on it. I just mean cheaper, not Disney.
Go to Carnival.
No, I don't know. I'm not Carnival. Not Carnival. I don't need to come back with 15 different bugs.
Am I making rice soon?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, you can go ahead and
get ingredients.
Yeah, start making stuff. Start making stuff. Absolutely. Any recommendations for how to make the most of After Dark events? I'm going for the first time in June. So, it really all depends on what you want to do. You're not going to be able to do everything efficiently. You can walk around and see everything. I've done that pretty much in every After Hours event video we've done. I've tried to show you pretty much everything that's available to do. And so we'll walk around and show you like the different photo op spots, and we'll show you the different character spots, and we'll get some food, and we'll check out some of the, like, you know, the music events where they're doing live music and things. But the thing is, if you want to see a character, expect to be waiting 30 to 45 minutes for a character on average. And if you want to see a really popular character, expect it to last like an hour and a half to maybe 2 hours sometimes, just to see one character. So if you're going there to see characters, you basically can't see more than, I'd say, like 3 or 4 characters, because you're going to waste all your time sitting in lines and things. The food can even take a while. Last year at Star Wars Night, I remember it took 25 minutes for me to get food via mobile order for some of the food items at Galactic Grill, just because of how popular all of the foods were. And so Amy is...
chopping.
Amy's chopping. She's chopping.
I'm gonna try to not get you with my knife.
There you go. So she's working on cooking some of the fried rice stuff here. I was gonna, like, I guess, show this, but I don't know what the point is.
I can show what I've chopped in a bit.
I don't know. We're just gonna chat. We're just chatting now. The cooking idea kind of went by the wayside.
It's fine. I got my onion here too.
But we still have our.
We're running out though.
Our little pineapple gummies
so
here.
You guarantee
love our little pineapple
that we will
gummies.
be buying a bag of those.
What was I saying about that? Oh, so you have to pick a few things that you want to do and just realize you're not going to be able to see everything. That's the best tip that I can give for you.
What?
Show up.
After hours
Show up at 6 o'clock when the mix-in begins. Absolutely. If you do not have a regular day ticket. And if you do have a regular day ticket, then that won't necessarily matter. But if you show up right at, well, don't actually show up before 6, probably. The lines start before 6. But make sure that you're there. My point is, don't show up at like 9 o'clock when the event starts. Make sure that you're taking advantage of the mix-in and do your rides then. Get your rides done then. Because if your focus is meeting characters or getting photo spots, you're going to want to be in those photo character spot lines during the event and not riding rides. So try to get the rides done beforehand. Get food done beforehand. Food starts at 8 o'clock. The park closes at 8. The event doesn't start till 9 o'clock. But from 8 till 9, you can get the event foods. So absolutely spend 8 to 9 eating. That's what I would recommend for food. Oh, you care more about the rides and food? Oh, okay. Well, then just go hog wild. The lines are like empty.
Am I supposed to drink this or anything?
Absolutely. The lines are amazing. The more popular rides are still going to have longer lines, so I would recommend doing those during the mix-in because they're always going to have lines. But the less popular rides like Snow White, little pop.
I don't know what I'm doing.
It was spam. The less popular rides like Snow White, Pinocchio, Mr. Toad.
Uh-oh.
Cats are coming. Cats are coming. Winnie the Pooh, Alice in Wonderland, Buzz Lightyear, Star Tours, Autopia, Jungle Cruise. Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, all of those rides are going to have walk-on lines. But your Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, your Space Mountains, your Indiana Joneses, those are all still going to have lines during the after-hours event. So if you can do them before the event, you can absolutely just do tons of walk-on rides during the event. That's my thoughts.
I kind of see
anyway.
why the cats are going crazy. It kind of smells like their cat food.
It smells like their cat food. Yeah, I know. Let's. Both of our cats are like over here. Where's the other one? There she is. They're over here. Over here, curious as to what's going on. Any tips for the parade? Night parade coming for the 70th. Paint
Get
the
there
night.
early.
Yeah, get there early. It's going to be major popular, super popular. It was already popular before, and it's been gone for 10 years. So people are hyped.
It's been gone that long?
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Oh man, I felt like I saw that with James.
Crazy.
Really? It's been that long?
I think it was 2016. I think the last time it was here was 2016.
Oh man, I'm
Yeah.
old.
Was there a time that it was over at DCA?
Yeah.
Okay, that might have been after 2016, but I can't remember. Or it was. Yeah, I think there might have been back. Let me look. I gotta look up now. Paint the night. Paint the night.
Am I putting? How much of this should I
Paint the
even put in?
night.
We're just making a small batch of spam fried rice, right? Brownie, this isn't for you.
Disneyland Resort opened 2015.
The cats are convinced that
2016,
this is
20.
for them.
Oh, it returned. Oh, wait, that was the original Main Street Electrical Parade. Oh, okay, 2018. 2018, yeah, the modified DCA one was here in 2018. But I don't remember seeing the modified DCA one.
I don't know if we ever did.
I don't think we did. So the last time we saw it was 2016. But yeah, arrive early. Absolutely arrive early. It's a must-see parade. Excellent vibes. Awesome vibes. Here, I'm going to put the camera down. Here's Amy dicing up some some spam.
Poor cats.
This is the first time I think I've had spam, so this is interesting.
I know. I don't know what to think.
Was it already like pre-cut like that, or did you
No,
cut
I
it?
just cut it.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if like the 4 lines in there were
No, I
something.
just sliced it.
Okay. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. I don't really have any other tips besides show up early.
I mean, how much do we want? Do we want a lot of spam?
Whatever you feel like making. I'm looking to hear it. What are the cats' names? Mia and Brownie.
Technically, it's Amelia because
yeah,
it's short
Amelia-
for
Amelia.
Amelia off
Oh
of like
man. Okay, I gotta look up the full name now.
Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
Amelia Minuet something.
Yeah,
Thermopolis.
Amelia Minuet Thermopolis Rinaldi. That's the protagonist's full name in Princess Diaries, and Mia is named after her. So she's Amelia Minuet Thermopolis
And then we
Rinaldi.
named Brownie, not knowing how food obsessed this cat
Ronaldo.
would be.
Rinaldi.
Rinaldi.
Amelia.
That says
Minuet
Ronaldo?
Grimaldi Thermopolis Ronaldo.
Yeah, I thought there was another name in there.
Sorry, the AI overview is bad. It's Amelia Minuet Grimaldi Thermopolis Ronaldo. There you go. Oh, but it does say the other one in the movies. So one is like, is there a book?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm confused, but whatever
now we
the
gotta watch
case
the
may
movies
be.
again.
Whatever.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
I love those movies. Shut up.
When does the 70th stop and prep for Halloween? August 22nd. August 22nd. Yeah, it should go up until the first day of Halloween. Yeah. I bought my first ever Magic Key. Do you have to do anything special for the first time to use it? Have ID or anything besides having a reservation? I don't think so. They're going to take your photo.
For what?
For the very first time you use a Magic Key. I don't think you need ID, though, unless you bought the SoCal Resident one. If you bought the SoCal Resident Magic Key, they probably will ID you the first time. But every time after that, I don't believe so. Just to verify that you are a SoCal resident. But I believe that's it. My question is for the family. Would you all go to Epic Universe in Orlando? Eventually. It's just way too expensive. Way too expensive for us to go. Even whenever we plan to be in Orlando next, I'm not sure that we're going to do it just because for a single day, it's going to cost our whole family $2,000 with the tickets, the day tickets, unlimited express pass, and hotel costs. So between those two things, or 3 things. It's just way too much money for a single day. For a single day, it's a lot. So we'll get there eventually. I just don't know when. I have Universal Studios passes for me, not the family, just me. And then nobody has Knott's passes. Yeah, we're talking about Hollywood, not somebody. Sorry, I was answering the question in the chat without reading the question in the chat, and the question was whether or not we have annual passes to Universal and Knott's. So I took the context cue. Yeah, she stole your seat. Brownie stole your seat. I'm trying to. The chat has froze up on my laptop. Sorry, guys. I can see the chat on the computer, but the one on my laptop has frozen. So I'm trying to pull it up here.
Father, I thought I had oyster sauce.
I
don't have oyster sauce.
See you later, David. Bear with me while I try to pull up the live chat again on my laptop. There we go. Am I going to FanFest? You know, I thought about it, but once again, I was like, you know, I'm going to save the money. Because, once again, like I said, it all comes down to cost and funds. I can't do everything. But we're going to Aulani in May. We're going somewhere else in November. That again, we're not saying out loud because of the children. So we've already got some big expenses coming up in the year, and I'm just trying to limit the expenses. But every time I go to Universal Studios, I pretty much have to get a hotel. It's so far away, and through traffic. It's 3 hours one direction, and again, that's dealing with traffic. So 6 hours of driving total in a day if I try to go up and back in a day. And if I want to stay at Universal all day, it's a lot to try to do. So I usually have to get a hotel, and all the hotels that are close by there are like $200 to $300 a night. So not only do I have to spend the gas to get up there, I have to spend the time to get up there. I have to pay for the hotel, and I have to pay for these after-hours events. So it all, like just one night at FanFest would probably run me about $500. And that doesn't include gas and things. So it's a lot. And I thought about going, and then I ultimately opted not to, just because, like I said, we're going to Hawaii here soon, so trying to save some money. Hawaii is expensive. Hawaii is very expensive. I expect most of our dinner meals to run us $150 to $200. And most of the activities that we're doing, like going to the Polynesian Cultural Center, going to the Glass Bottom Boat Tour, going to Kualoa Ranch, most of these things are running us between $250 and $500 per activity. And somebody asked us to do a pricing video, cost video at the end, and I think I will. When we get back from the vacation, just give you general costs and things of what it costs to go to Hawaii and do these different things. But I fully expect that our Hawaii vacation is probably going to cost in the $8,000 to $10,000 range. It's basically like going to Walt Disney World, and so it's a lot of money. And I'm just trying not to spend a whole lot of money there right now. Oh yeah, David, Big Red Journey, still here. He said he's going to be going opening weekend, so you can look at his channel if you would like to see a video on it. Big Red Journey's FanFest. Oh, okay. FanFest nights at Universal Hollywood. What's my least favorite type of video to record? Least favorite type of video. I mean, the ones that take the most amount of work are the ride guides. Not that they're my least favorite to make, but they're the ones that take the most amount of work. And sometimes they can be headaches to put together, but I know they're valuable resources for people for the year. So I absolutely like to make those. But I mean, if there's a video type that I don't like to make, I just don't make it. Is there a video type maybe that I stopped doing because I didn't like making them? Man, I'm trying to think. I just can't think of anything off the top of my head. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's not coming to me. Unless maybe you can think of something.
What, of like types you don't like?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, like, when we have to eat a ton of food in one day for, it's like, oh man, how are we going to eat all this stuff?
Amy's...
It's not that we don't like eating.
I don't know if you could hear... So Amy's least favorite... Here, I got one for Amy. Amy's least favorite type of video to make is one where we have a food agenda for the day, and it's something that she's not interested in. Like, oh, we're going to try all of the burgers at Disneyland today, because the burgers at Disneyland just aren't great. And then we're forcing ourselves to eat burgers all day long. And we get like, so what we do when we do that type of video is we buy a burger from, say, Hungry Bear. And then we cut it in half, and we cut it in actually half again, so into quarters. So each one of us will eat a quarter of a burger. And then we'll move on to Red Rose, and we'll buy another burger, and we'll cut it into fours, and we each eat a quarter of a burger. We go to Galactic Grill, and we buy a burger, and we each eat a quarter of a burger. And we're just eating burgers all day long, and Amy wants to eat at Bengal Barbecue, or she wants to eat at Rancho de Zocalo, or she wants to eat at Pim Test Kitchen, and she doesn't want to be eating burgers. So her favorite, or least favorite type of video to make is one where we have a food agenda like that, and she can't pick her own foods to eat that day. But I don't know. I don't really have like a whole lot of, like I said, if I don't like a type of video, I just won't make it. So if it ends up on the channel, I probably liked making it. Cruising with Kim says we also want to give a shout out to Amy and the boys. Now there must be something up ahead that we missed. Somebody must have said something up ahead about Amy and the boys, but thank you for shout outs to them.
What do we do?
Food and wine festival tips. Get the sirloin mac and cheese, grilled garlic sirloin. I can't remember what it's called anymore.
Either
I
mac
can't.
and cheese.
Oh yeah, Amy says either mac and cheese. The birria one.
I mean, the sirloin one's better.
The birria one was better than the first time I had it, so they perfected it after a while. But either mac and cheese is really good. Make sure you get the tasting passport. If you want to get lots of items, and you can get it from pretty much anywhere. Please don't wait in the line for the tasting passport. There's one line over by Carthay Circle that like exclusively sells the tasting passport, the Sip and Savor Pass. It's a really long line, and it's pointless to stand in that line.
And
All of the food booths will sell it to you. So wait in line for a food item you're already planning on ordering, and just buy the Sip and Savor Pass there. You can also go into the gift shops, any of the gift shops, and just walk up to any register without a line, and they'll sell you the Sip and Savor Passes there as well. So absolutely, please don't stand in the line for the Sip and Savor Pass. Sharon says, hi, we're looking at going to Disney in 2026. Would you suggest going in April or May? April has a slightly better chance at better weather. May is known as May Gray, and so it's a lot of overcast, a lot of chilly days, chilly nights. Won't necessarily warm up for you a whole lot. We're talking highs in the mid-60s a lot of the times. Yes, there's some 70s that can pop up in there, but a lot of times the May Gray will keep the temperatures relatively cool. April can still experience that. We call it Grapril. You probably noticed it in my most recent video. Overcast skies the entire time I was walking around, and that was around noon. But it occasionally will burn off, and you'll get clear blue skies later on in the day, but it's not always guaranteed. That can still happen in April. The challenge with April is that depending on when you go, you'll run into spring break, so make sure that you're going after Easter at least, depending on when Easter falls. I don't know when it falls next year. But around April 15th and later is typically fairly decent. Just this year was an exception with how late Easter fell. So May is usually a better time to visit crowd-wise, but like weather-wise, I feel like April's a better time to go. July is my absolute favorite month to visit Disney. People think that it's the middle of summer, therefore it's going to be slam-packed crowded and I shouldn't go, and it's going to be crazy hot. That's Disney World you're thinking of. July in Disneyland is actually pretty decent. It's usually nice, clear blue skies all day long. The temps are in the 75 to 80 range, so like really great for going on water rides and being able to enjoy that sort of stuff. The mornings and evenings are usually pretty warm as well, so you don't have to worry about jackets. What else? Oh, weekends in July. 3 levels of annual pass holders are blocked out on Saturdays in July. Just Inspire can go, and those days crowd levels tend to be really low as a result. Saturdays in July are some of the best days in the park all year round. It's also the most expensive day to go if you are buying a one-day ticket, which encourages a lot of people to go during the week. And so if you have a multi-day ticket where you don't actually have to pay per day ticket prices because it just equalizes on a multi-day ticket, choose to go on a Saturday in July as one of your days. That's usually pretty great. I do love going on Saturdays in July. But that's my thoughts on the next couple of months. Are we going to Sesame Place again? Oh, wait, you asked Big Red. My bad. Or I don't know if you were asking me, but we're probably not going to Sesame Place again. I don't know if David usually does, just to like do updates and things, so you can check with him. If I have one night available for the 70th, you would recommend doing World of Color and Paint the Night, or Fireworks and Paint the Night? I love World of Color, but I don't know what the new World of Color will be like. If it was the original World of Color, absolutely do the original World of Color. If it were the Disney 100 World of Color, which is World of Color 1, I'm less a fan of World of Color 1 than I was of the original World of Color, but I don't know what the new happy version of World of Color is going to be like, so hard to say right now. But I do love World of Color. I think it's much better than Fireworks in terms of you can watch fireworks anywhere, right? Well, Disney World has fireworks in their castle. 4th of July, they shoot off fireworks in pretty much everybody's hometown. But where can you see a World of Color? Nowhere else but DCA. So I think World of Color is like our unique thing that I would recommend seeing if you're gonna come to Disneyland. See World of Color versus the fireworks is my opinion. But
Can I grab 2 bowls from the thing?
2 bowls?
Yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to put the chicken away from earlier?
I'm probably gonna eat it a little bit.
So leave it out.
Yeah, leave it out. Hey Aaron, thank you for the super chat. Super appreciate that. Early entry rope drop, Scott asks. Disneyland or DCA? Well, it's going to be entirely dependent on your day. So you don't really, I guess if you're asking which day to book, say the Disneyland Hotel, you're asking which day to book it so that you can determine which one to go to. I think early entry is most beneficial at DCA. Why? Because they sometimes open Radiator Springs Racers early. And they're not supposed to. They're not supposed to open it till 8. And even if they don't open it until 8, all the early entry guests get to queue up in line for Radiator Springs Racers before the rope drop crowds are even released. So that gives you a leg up on all of those people. Whereas there's no access to Rise the Resistance at Disneyland with early entry guests. So you only have access to Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. It's good for Peter Pan. I guess you have to ask yourself, which is more important for you? Getting on Peter Pan with little to no wait, or getting on Radiator Springs Racers with little to no wait? That is going to be the bigger question on which one to go to. When you stay at the Disneyland Hotel, you may not know this, but you actually get early entry on check-in day as well. Check-in day and check-out day. So say you were checking in on a Tuesday. If you get there nice and early, you make sure that you're there at the Disneyland Hotel by like 7 a.m., you can check in and then go to Disneyland on Tuesday. And then your checkout day on Wednesday, you can go to DCA. So you can actually go to both by doing that. Cat treats. Thank you, Kat. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Can we test this out?
Magic Moro Caputo says, during the early mornings in June, which park is more crowded, Disneyland or DCA during the early mornings in June?
In June, probably Disneyland, isn't it? Because there's no festivals going on at DCA.
So you have in DCA in June, you have what's that word? Grad nights. Grad nights is still going on.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
How many ended in May?
No, they're still going on in June. On grad nights in June, I would expect Disneyland to be more crowded because people are going to want to avoid DCA. On Pride nights in June, I would expect DCA to be more crowded because people don't want to get kicked out of the park early. So that, I mean, it's a little bit of a mixed bag, I guess. But on regular days that have no after-hours events, I don't think it really matters. There's not like a specific thing. If you want to like find a tiny little denominator, go to the park without an early entry. If early entry is DCA, that means all the Disney hotel guests are probably going to DCA that day. So go to Disneyland because it's less likely to have the Disney hotel guests visiting. But that's the only potential. Oh, spam fried rice?
You trying it?
Sure. Try a bite of your spam fried rice. I don't want to eat on camera, but I'll have a bite. Kind of tastes like ham.
I know. It's got a slightly different texture, though.
A slightly different texture, but I mean, taste seems kind of
I
similar.
don't know. I don't think it tastes really like anything.
Are you still going to try spam musubi?
Yeah, because it's different. Not just spam and...
Ah,
rice.
I'm sure I'll eat this, but
Do I need to duck off camera?
if you
So I
don't,
can eat?
if you don't want to have them watch you eat, you can duck off camera and then we'll rotate out.
It depends on if they're offended about me eating dinner. If they're not
Um,
offended about me eating dinner, I'm going to sit here and
Aaron
eat
says,
dinner.
"Love your videos. Thank you for the super chat." Is that your second one? Yeah. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. We'll save it all for shave ice in Hawaii. Will the family be doing Oogie Boogie Bash this year? No. Still a cost thing. It ultimately still comes down to a cost thing.
Well, not only that, we have family in town that day, and so...
Oh, well, yeah, because I'm going to... So, I guess you could have. You're all going to be up there anyway.
Yeah, but we're not staying that late.
So, August 16th and 17th? Is that because 17th is the first night, I think.
Mm-hmm.
August 16th and 17th, my aunt and uncle from Indiana are going to be visiting with us, and we're going to be taking them to Disneyland for the very first time. They've never been to Disneyland. They've been to Walt Disney World quite a few times, but never been to Disneyland. And so we're taking them, and we actually booked Disneyland for Saturday and DCA for Sunday, even though Sunday is Oogie Boogie Bash, because the mornings on Oogie Boogie Bash nights,
Are glorious.
it's empty. It's like you own the park. I love being at DCA on Oogie Boogie Bash days, so I wanted them to experience that. Then at 6 p.m. when they get kicked out, they're going to go to Amy and the kids and my mom and my aunt and uncle are all going to go to downtown Disney and have a nice sit-down meal.
Which
And
I guess we probably need to figure out what we're doing for that meal.
yeah, that way you can book it whenever the time comes, because it's 60 days, so that's May coming up
Yeah.
here soon. No, June.
June.
It's June. So we got a little bit of time. But anyway, I'll be going to Oogie Boogie Bash, but again, $140. I don't know what the cost will be this year, but $140 times 4 is $280, $560. $560 for my whole family to go to Oogie Boogie Bash. It's just a lot of money when we're up at Disneyland constantly. We're always trying to be frugal. I want to create content for you guys, but at the same time, I want to be mindful because, we don't just have endless amounts of money to drop on these sorts of things. So we do have to be mindful. I do try to do these events for you guys. What was it? 90s Night, Sweethearts Night, Star Wars Night, and then Oogie Boogie Bash. Those are the ones that we're doing this year. So we are still doing them. And that's mostly in part thanks to the members on the channel, the memberships, those who donate to the channel. We're able to do stuff like that because of that. In fact, when we're at Aulani, Amy is going to be going to the Lani Vai Spa, which is something we thought about doing last year, or 2 years ago, but again, didn't because of cost. But this year, thanks to the members on the channel, she's going to do the Lani Vai Spa. She's going to have a day where she gets to do something that I don't, and she's going to film it. Attempt. She's going to film it. I did already contact Lani Vai, and I asked them, hey, is it okay if we film? They're like, totally okay. we just ask that the only person who comes to film is the person who has the booking. That means I can't go do it. So Amy has to do it. And of course, they asked us to respect the privacy of other guests. So if there's other guests around, she won't show those areas. But we're going to try to show as much as we can of like the layout of the area of Lanivai. And the hydrotherapy garden.
Yeah, they have like a garden outside their spa with like different waterfall, like fountains and stuff to like stand under. We'll see.
So
I don't know what to expect.
So yeah, so that's coming up. Something that she gets to do, and but anyway, yeah, the whole family's not going to Oogie Boogie Bash to answer that question. We did Monte Cristo's tonight. Now I have to take the kids to Blue Bayou next Disney trip.
Monte Cristo's are good.
That may be something you should try to make at home.
But you have to fry, and I don't like.
We'd have to get
oil.
a deep fryer.
No, but you have to get oil, and then you have to deal with it. And the last time I tried frying anything, I splattered like oil everywhere.
Arm wrestling versus fresh baked.
So I don't know if we'll do Monte Cristo's though. The snack size Monte Cristo from what is it? Not Harbor Galley. The what is the place? The
Cafe Orleans?
No, the place next door.
Oh, Royal Street Veranda.
Yes, their little snack size Monte Cristo is like a really good deal.
Yeah. I'm gonna disappear real quick. I need a tissue.
Oh, I thought you were gonna get your food.
Well, I could do that. You can answer some questions.
I can answer some questions.
Yeah, here,
I
let
can
me.
barely see. You're gonna go scarf down your rice.
Yeah, I'll have some rice real quick.
Which of the 4 lagoons is the best? We only went to our lagoon, so I can't really answer that. And then I was laughing because poor Benjamin. I don't know what it is with Hawaiian sand, but that stuff sticks. Like, it did not want to come off of Benjamin, and he wanted to go back to the pool. And I was trying to spray him off so we could go back into the pool. And it took me a long time to get the sand off of him from that lagoon. But, yeah, we didn't test out the other lagoons, so I do not know. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make Monte Cristo at home. Oh, thank you, Food Abroad, for the super chat. If we could change one thing about the parks, what would it be? What is one thing you would change? Oh, you would get rid of the Magic Key reservation system? Yeah, I mean, we haven't really had too much issue with the reservation systems, but at the same time,
Oh, I would get rid of it.
I would probably get rid of it. The other thing I thought about is I wish that if they keep the reservation system, like they were like, we have to keep this. I wish they would come up with a separate one for people who are only coming in like that night, because I feel like reservations disappear super fast. And you come to find out that, like, in the mornings, like, the parks are not that crowded. And it's just all the locals who are coming in at, you know.
Especially on Friday nights.
Especially on Friday nights. They take up a ton of the reservations when they don't even show up until, like, 7 o'clock at night. So, it's almost like they need to just, you know, like Disney World, have it where you don't need a reservation after 6 p.m. That way it frees up more for the people who are going all day. So, yeah, I don't know why we haven't changed ours, because Disney World has. Oh, I agree, Daniel. I would love to see Aladdin back at the Hyperion. I mean, I would love to see anything back at the Hyperion at this rate. Anything. Because it's empty. And it was 45 minutes of air-conditioned bliss in the summer. And then they got rid of it.
Any details on the Matterhorn refurb being delayed? I never saw it come off the end of the refurb calendar to begin with. When it appeared on the refurb calendar, all we ever got was like a TBA. We don't know when it's ending. And every time I've checked, it's always been on the last day. So I'm not sure that it's necessarily delayed, but maybe a date popped up. I only look at that stuff a week before I go and do a construction update, because so much changes. If I look at it right now, like, you know, a week later, it'll be changed again. So I generally don't follow what's going on with the refurb calendar until like right before I film that video. And even then, usually in the videos themselves, I put disclaimers like crazy, like, hey, this could change by tomorrow. I can't tell you the number. That
happens a lot.
The number of times I go up and film something, and the very next day, before I even get a chance to edit it and put the video out, they've already changed something, making my video like that a point in my video null and void, and it's like so frustrating that stuff changes so quickly. It's also frustrating for you guys that excuse me. It's frustrating to you guys that the events, the entertainment calendar, entertainment schedule is frequently not posted even 2 weeks before.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And then suddenly, like, dates will change, times will change. You know, it'll say there's no fireworks, and it's 2 weeks from now, and it's like there's no fireworks. Like, what do you mean there's no fireworks? It's a Friday. There should be fireworks. And then a couple days later, it pops up on the calendar, and it's frustrating for you guys who are trying to plan. I totally understand that. But because of how inconsistent the events calendar is, I generally, like I said, don't pay super close attention until right before I film that. Benjamin's coming downstairs again.
I'm still hungry for another one.
Another what?
Another what?
Snack.
Oh, you need another
Another
snack?
jumbo.
What did you have earlier?
Rice Krispie treat.
You know Rice Krispie treat?
I already had that.
Fried piece of Spam?
Any exciting merch releases
ham.
coming up?
No?
There's all the new 70th stuff what we got before in my last video that I put out was just a tease. There's a bunch more stuff coming out. A spirit jersey that actually looks decent and doesn't look like it's from the 90s. And
for merch? Didn't they have
yeah.
like pictures of more
yeah,
stuff that's coming out?
And I feel like there's a lounge fly that isn't just that hard plastic Mickey head thing. So yeah, there's some cool 70th stuff coming. There is. The one thing that I really liked of the tease drop was the little lug bag. I thought the little lug bag was nice.
There's also like a white sweatshirt that looked nice.
Mm-hmm.
How hungry are you?
Nicholas says, what are the best things to do around Mission Beach? Good question.
Oh, we haven't been down there in a while.
No, we haven't. Belmont Park.
Yeah, Belmont Park's fun. They also have like fun mini golf. You can get it all up there.
Oh yeah, the mini golf at Belmont Park. So Belmont Park is it's a theme park, but it's a like pay as you go theme park where you buy tickets and each ride costs a certain number of tickets.
You can get a day pass.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, they have Dole Whip there at like a little stand. Around Mission Beach, there's like a nice park across the street from Mission Beach. I don't really know about food.
Yeah, I was actually just about to say, because Kaylee mentioned it too, I was thinking about it. The Cannonball restaurant, which is right on the beach. It's right on so right next to Belmont Park and right next to the parking lot. And it's like at the corner of the parking lot and where you can look over the beach. There's this restaurant that's got a nice little rooftop bar called Cannonball. And I think they serve, is it sushi?
Sushi and like little bites.
Serve sushi and things. We ate there once. It was pretty good.
If you drive up the street a little bit, I don't know if you could walk there. Baked Bear is really good.
Oh yeah, Baked Bear. That's an
like
ice cream sandwich place.
Customized ice cream sandwich place. You pick your cookies and you pick your ice cream, and you can pick like 2 different cookies, and you can pick whatever type of ice cream you want in the middle of it.
Yeah, Baked Bear is really good. Trying to see if I had a video about Cannonball there.
We are not going to be at Disneyland May 24th through 26th because I believe we'll still be in Hawaii on those days, right?
Here, this is a really old video, and I apologize if it's not up to my usual quality. But here is the Cannonball dining review. I'm dropping it in the chat.
This one even like on our channel anymore, or did you?
So this video that I just dropped in the chat is unlisted. It means that
You can't go find it.
if you try to search for it, you won't find it. But if you click the link, you'll be able to watch it. The only way you'll be able to watch it is if you click the link in the chat right now. So, if you need to open it up in like a different window or something like that, or copy the link and for watching it later, go ahead and do that. But
Kenneth, yes, we felt the earthquake. Well, I didn't really feel it. I heard it. He felt it because he was in the house. But I was at Costco, and I had literally just pulled up to the gas pump. I'm glad I wasn't actually pumping gas at that moment. I don't know what that would have done. But to me, it sounded like somebody literally, like, dropped something onto the roof of the gas station. Because they have, like, that metal roof. And it was this loud, like, humongous loud crash. And then suddenly my phone went off saying, like, stop and drop and cover. And I'm like, standing there going, no one else is stopping and dropping and covering, so I guess I was going to stand there. And then he called me, and he's like, He's like, the house just shook.
Is there a must-see tourist spot near the Disney parks but outside? To be honest, we don't leave the Disneyland park all that often. We did, here, I'm going to drop another video in the chat. We did a recent video in Anaheim. Thanks to Visit Anaheim. Visit Anaheim was the sponsor of that video in conjunction with Getaway Today. So they, where is the share button? Where's the share button? Hang on. Let me just pull it up here, and then I can trying to grab it.
They took us around.
But they took us around and showed us all the cool stuff to do and see in and around Anaheim. And so, yeah, Anaheim things to do. Dropping that in the chat right now. And we went to a Ducks game, which was pretty fun. They took us downtown to Museo. Which was an okay little museum. They've got a railroad museum in there if you like to look at railroad museum stuff. That was fun. And then there's a bakery down there. I don't even remember the name of it anymore, but the bakery was so really good. It was a Japanese bakery. It was very good. Very good.
And then we went to the packing district.
Oh, the packing district has a lot of good food.
Like if you literally drive 10 minutes up the street from Disneyland and go to the packing district. We need to go back there still.
Daniel asks when the last day of Season of the Force is. It's May 11th. I believe it's May 11th. It's Monday before. It's the Monday.
Did your movie end? Did your movie end?
Oh, May 12th? No, you know what? It might be May 11th. Monday, it might be closed already. I think, for some reason, I think it's May 11th. If it's not May 11th, it's May 12th. But go before May 11th, just to be sure. If WDW opened another park to compete with Epic, what would you hope it would be? Oh man, I'm not an Imagineer, so that's not really. Animal Kingdom's already everything I ever wanted.
Yeah, most people hate Animal Kingdom.
It's my favorite park.
I hate Animal Kingdom.
It's my favorite park.
It's mine too, but every time I'm on Instagram, I always see people being like, Animal Kingdom's a half-day park. It's not worth going. If you could pick, any park to get rid of at Disney World, which one would it be? And everyone's picking Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom is already everything I ever wanted in a park.
I mean, it would be cool if they did, something kind of similar to one of the international parks out there. I know we haven't been to Tokyo Disney Sea or anything, but
do something similar to Disney Sea.
Brownie's on the toilet.
Okay, just kick her off. Just go upstairs, Benjamin.
No.
Let's see here. What exactly is Epic? It's a new theme park. So you've got Universal Studios Florida, you've got Islands of Adventure. Epic Universe is just a third theme park. It's a third gate.
They're opening a third park.
Yeah.
In the time that Disney did 3 new rides, they opened a whole new theme park. What?
Yep. So yeah, it's a whole nother theme park, a whole third theme park. We're freezing up. Why are we freezing up? Is it my computer or are we freezing up on your guys' end? My laptop just froze on me. It could be my laptop though.
No.
If it's so, I just have to verify that it's not the stream. Okay. All right. Yeah, because my laptop is struggling here.
What?
I froze.
I'm gonna try to get I can still read chat or read comments on here, but they only last 5 seconds. So, okay, there we go. Hello from my 2 daughters, Ellie and Gemma. We love all your videos and think you guys are a lovely family. Thank you so much, Donald. We greatly appreciate that.
Hi.
My computer is not opening the chat back up, so we're gonna have to rely on the phone chat here. If cost is not an option, would you choose Aulani or a Disney cruise?
I mean, it's hard to say because we
haven't been on a Disney cruise.
We've been to Alani once.
So I guess someone's saying the stream crashed.
Did our whole internet go out?
I don't think so.
Mommy, someone was chewing on this.
I would probably choose the cruise if cost wasn't an issue, just because we've never done it, right? But I feel like just knowing what I know of cruises and Aulani, I would pick to go back to Aulani every time. Does that make sense? So for us, situationally, the cruise, because I've never been. But I love Alani so much. I do. I absolutely love Alani. Which upcoming ride and attraction are you most looking forward to coming to DCA? I mean, I'm low-key excited about the Infinity Defense just because it's supposed to be an e-ticket attraction, but then, like, as more details are being, like, come out and leaked about it and things, I don't know, people are thinking it's going to be underwhelming, so I don't know if I'm, like, super excited about it, but I want to say the whole new, like, Avatar area, just because I love Pandora so much at Walt Disney World. I'm hoping that they will put it in the parking lot, for the expansion.
I would say, can you speak up? It's too quiet. But
it shouldn't be too quiet. I'm talking pretty loudly.
Yeah.
I feel like. The Avatar expansion, if they put it in the parking lot without being confined to an existing space and they can build everything from scratch, it should be absolutely breathtaking and amazing because they can build it from scratch. If they are going to shoehorn it into an existing space, like over by Monsters Inc., then I feel like it won't be as good because they're restricted and they're confined. Does that make sense?
Merrick, you probably need to turn your volume up yourself because everyone else says their volume's good. So it's probably on your end.
Yeah, let me just type it in here.
You have to type at, I think.
I'm just saying.
No, Benjamin. Okay, you guys need to go
Aww.
out to your room and read.
Aww.
Yes.
Why? Why?
Because
Why?
they said it's lagging a little bit.
Oh.
And give up a jumbo.
No.
Anyhow, okay. What else here? Thoughts on the Disney community at Palm Springs? Oh, I completely forgot about that, to be honest with you. Completely forgot about that.
Okay. Do I need to go put them
Yeah, yes, please.
upstairs?
Bye.
Okay, say bye.
No. Bye. I won't see you.
Bye-bye.
Okay, come on.
Hello.
Okay, come on.
Say goodbye.
Say bye.
No.
Okay.
I don't need to go to bed until 7:45.
Why don't you go to bed
Okay,
anyway?
we're going
You can
up.
stay up, okay?
Stay up.
You can stay up and read books or something, but why don't you head up? Why don't you head upstairs? Yes, please. Yeah.
It's not my bedtime.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
Hey, come on. That's why you're going to bed. Come on. Off to bed with you. Off to bed with you. He's a ham.
James! Let's go!
Okay.
James!
Seriously to bed. Hey, John. Welcome, John. Welcome. They do have the tired giggles. Yes, they do. What do we got here? Are we going to SeaWorld soon? SeaWorld is another one of those situations where we actually used to love SeaWorld, but we have been so frustrated with SeaWorld lately. I don't want to say that we're like boycotting them per se, because I don't usually ever boycott things, but like I just don't feel like wasting my money at SeaWorld, and that's how I feel like about every time I go to SeaWorld. I feel like I'm wasting my money because the food is terrible, the service is terrible. Every time I go, things are getting worse and worse. Their shows used to be really cool, and now they're not. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know when we're going back to SeaWorld, if we're going back to SeaWorld. Like I said, we used to love it, but we don't even have a pass anymore. We haven't had a pass for a year and a half now, and so that's why we haven't gone. I actually went to Legoland not too long ago, and I put a Legoland video out on my second channel. I have a second channel. I don't use it all that often, so it's not even worth really mentioning. But I put a Legoland video out on the other channel just because, without boring you guys to death with details and things, YouTube really prioritizes us getting into a flow of our new video is watched heavily by the people who watched the old video. And if people don't watch the new video, it takes that video and like sweeps it under a rug and doesn't show it to people. And so if I put out a video that like bombs on the channel and just doesn't have very much interest, what it does is it hurts that video, but it also will try to show that video to like the same people a couple of times. And if the same people don't watch the video after it being shown to them 3 or 4 times, YouTube just assumes they don't want to see my videos anymore. And I just don't like putting myself in the situation where we could potentially fall off of people's homepages because of a video that I know is not connecting with the audience at large. And since most of our audience is Disneyland, I try to not put non-Disneyland videos on the channel anymore. When we do non-Disneyland videos, it's usually as members-only videos just because we went to the zoo anyway, so we wanted to film the zoo, and we put it up as a member-only video. But I filmed a Legoland tour the last time I was at Legoland, and I just wanted to put that on YouTube just to keep like something fresh and updated for folks who were planning. And people who are planning are searching and they found that video because it's got a couple of thousand views. Not like anything like I would have had before, but it's still being useful to people, so I'm glad. But I generally don't put anything on the channel that doesn't in some way connect to Disney or Universal. Universal and Disney are two like our primary focuses that we do here now. And so Aulani and going to Hawaii, of course, is Disney adjacent. So we'll put that on the channel, and then
I'm sure if we took a vacation elsewhere, we'd probably still put it on the channel.
if we took a vacation elsewhere that wasn't Disney, like to
Like
Pigeon
New
Forge
Zealand or something.
or New Zealand, went to go visit the Hobbit holes, yeah, we'd probably still put it on the channel, regardless of what happens. Hobbit homes, not holes. I guess they are still holes in the ground.
Homes.
Still holes.
You know,
Knots. So here's my thoughts on knots, because I've actually thought about that as well. My kids are getting to the perfect age for knots. Trouble is, if I'm going to drive all the way up to Anaheim, I'm just going to go to Disneyland. I'm just being quite honest with you. If I'm going to drive an hour and a half to get up there, I'm just going to Disneyland. I have been to Knott's before. I have a couple of videos of Knott's on the channel, but my experience with Knott's was that their service is poor, and they're really inefficient. So when you're so used to Disney, when you're so used to cast members and customer service and the level of efficiency that Disney has in turning people through rides, and you go to Knott's, you just get so frustrated.
You're standing there in line going, why is it taking them 5 minutes to get a ride cycle through?
It's like really bad, and it aggravates me. So I don't know. If I'm gonna go up to Anaheim, I'm going to Disneyland.
I mean, we might try Knott's for like a one day, and like we could always upgrade our ticket to a pass if we actually have a good time.
We've been kicking around the idea of going to Knott's several times this year already. Like it's come and gone, but we were like, oh, we should go in February. Oh, we should go in April. Oh, maybe we should go in August. You know, like
And then we haven't.
we're thinking about it, and maybe one of these days we'll actually do it. That one isn't so much a cost issue. We can go to Knott's for a whole day for like $400 with the hotel, I think. And if we don't want a hotel, we can go even cheaper than that, of course. But so it's definitely more affordable of an option. I'm sure we'll do it eventually. I just don't know when, to be honest. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Food Abroad says I still haven't been to Knott's. I kind of want to go just to experience it. 100%.
I was about to say the one day we
100%.
went and we took James. It was even spring break, like, and we still had a great time because we got there early. We rode like 10 rides.
We
in the
rode
first,
Tropic
I think,
Ghost Rider.
Like 2 hours. And so we still had a great day.
Yeah.
The only downside was the whole afternoon it was so crowded that we went back to the hotel and we hardly rode anything from like 2 p.m. to the rest of the night.
It did feel like, I mean, basically from like 2 to 7 that we hardly did anything.
Yeah.
If my memory of it was that we didn't do a whole lot. But you know what? Here we're dropping links. I'm gonna find.
Still have our notes video?
Oh yeah, I still got the Knott's video. Why wouldn't I? That's actually still published on the channel. You can find if you just type in SoCal Disney Dad Knott's, you will find all of our Knott's videos. But
we managed to get on the second ride of the day for Ghost Rider, but we stood outside the park entrance for like an hour. So in a sense, we waited an hour for rope drop in a sense.
Yeah. SJ says that if we say rope dropping rise is bad, Ghost Rider is much worse. We were, so we drove up. I don't remember when we drove up, but let's put it this way. We were at Knott's like 2 hours before the park opened.
Really early.
And we were just sitting around doing nothing. And there were only like 5 people in front of us in line. Like that's how early we were there. So when we did Ghost Rider, I mean, we were like the first people on.
Well, technically, we could have gone on the first ride of the day. We just didn't because you wanted the front row.
Yeah. Hang on a second here. www.youtube.com/c/showcountDisneyDad/join. Dropping a link in the chat for joining as a member. Somebody just asked about that. Kaylee asked how they become a member of the channel. You can click the link that I just dropped in the chat. And can I like pin that? Yeah, I can. I can pin the message. So the message is pinned. If you're interested in, actually, I should probably, here, I'm going to do that again. I'm going to unpin the message. And I'm going to say, become a member. Sorry.
You have the link memorized?
Oh, yeah, I have the link memorized. It's not hard. It's the regular like channel page that you can get to any channel with. And then you just add join at the end. Okay, so, and then I'll pin that message to the top. There we go. That should work. Anyway.
Why is there .com/c/?
That's channel. C.
Really?
C stands for channel. YouTube channel, and then SoCal Disney Dad.
Okay.
Yeah. And so let's see here. What was the? Thank you so much for all the hotel reviews. You're the reason why I got an account on YouTube so I can subscribe. Oh, thank you. Thank you for signing up for YouTube just so you can subscribe to our channel. I greatly appreciate that. We do greatly appreciate all of our subscribers and those who push the like button. You have to have an account to push the like button, too, I think, don't you?
So.
I don't think you can hit the like button.
I think
without
when the
an account.
kids are on the guest account, like on ours, we can't like anything.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron, you're awesome. You gifted a membership to SoCal Disney Dad to Disneyland. So that's super kind of you. Thank you so much for doing that. Oh, and you gifted another one to Sonia Z. Oh, you're too kind.
Thank you.
Too generous. Sorry, did I miss the Hawaii talk already? Mitch says. We've been here or there talking about things. You can ask if you have questions about Hawaii. Feel free to drop them.
You missed the fried rice.
Yeah, Amy made fried rice, and then she showed the mac salad that she made earlier today. And we've got our pineapple gummies here. In fact, want a pineapple gummy?
Yes. Do I ever not want a pineapple gummy? That's the reason they're almost out.
What are my tour recommendations for Kualoa Ranch? So last time we did the half-day package, and I really loved it. This time we're doing the UTV tour, and I actually asked you guys via community post whether we should do the half-day package again, but with the Ocean Voyage package, or we should do the UTV. You know, it's pretty split down the middle. It really wasn't very helpful, to be honest, because it was like 50-50 down the middle. You should do the UTV. You should do the Ocean Voyage. So here's the thing. The half-day package is about $450 for 4 people, which, of course, is our family. $450. And it includes the movie sites tour, which is great. Highly recommend for a first time. I wouldn't do it again because it just wouldn't do it again. It's not very repeatable, but absolutely highly recommend for a first time. And then it comes with the Ocean Voyage package, which takes you out into this little bay that they have, and then you take a boat from that to like a bigger boat, and then you go out into the ocean. And the little bay area, the little lagoon that you started in, where you get the little boat to take you to the bigger boat, was being used for active filming of a movie at the time that we went. And so we got called about a month before our trip and said, hey, sorry, we can't take you out on the ocean voyage. Is there another tour that you would like to pick? And so we picked like Jungle Expedition.
Yeah.
And that one was really, really good.
Yeah, we really liked that
We
one.
really liked that one. It was far more small and intimate and close. It was a little bit bumpier because it takes you more off-roading a bit, but you actually got to get out. Well, you got to get out of the movie sites one too a couple times. But I don't know. I really liked the Jungle Trek that we did, or Jungle Expedition.
Well, the Jungle Expedition one, I think there were only like 8 to 10 of us on the thing. Whereas the movie sites one, it was like on
40.
a big bus.
Yeah.
So it was like 40 to 50 people.
Yeah.
But that one was interesting in the sense of like you got to see more of, the movie sites, like the names say.
Yeah.
And we actually have been watching some of the movies like with the kids. And so I'm hoping that when we go back this next time, the kids will be like, oh, this is in Second Six.
Yeah.
Because like we just watched like the first 3 Jurassic Park movies with them. And
Yeah, we're prepping them for the UTV tour. So the UTV Raptor tour, I think, is what it's called. It's literally a like Jurassic Park centric tour that takes you to a lot of the different Jurassic Park and Jurassic World filming sites. And one of them is the Indominus Rex paddock. And we drove by the Indominus Rex paddock on the Jungle Expedition, but they did not stop to let us out. Whereas the UTV Raptor tour will let you get out in that area and things like that. So we're doing the UTV Raptor tour. That's the one that we said. So here's the thing. This is, I guess, what I was getting at earlier. The half-day package includes the movie sites tour, the Jungle Expedition, and lunch. It's got lunch in between, and it was like a buffet lunch, and they had huli huli chicken and mac salad and pog and pineapple, fresh pineapple, loads of fresh pineapple, fried rice. They had a whole bunch of stuff, and I mean, it wasn't like, the greatest food in the world, but it was good, and I really liked it. Somebody just asked a question I saw. John asked about Epic. We've already talked about Epic 4 times, John. You're late to the party. I'm not talking about it again. No, I'm kidding. John's a good friend. I like to
you can be sarcastic.
Yeah, egg John on a little bit. But
no, we did not get an invite. You wanna like somehow contact Universal and like get us an invite?
Aaron, you are totally awesome, sir. You are totally awesome, gifting all these people memberships. And now you guys can go and watch all our member-only videos that we've had for the last couple of months. One of them was a trip to Santa Barbara for James's 4th grade mission project, and then we went up to Solvang and ate some good food. So you have to go check that out. And then there's a couple of like zoo videos and things like that in there too. So absolutely,
we
go check
know,
out
John.
those.
We're just giving you a hard time.
Epic. No, I did not get invited. I also didn't ask. I feel like I probably should have asked a while ago.
I told you
I know
last
you
year
did,
to
but
ask.
I forgot. Not that they were like inviting just anybody anyway. I mean, Getaway Today only got to send one person.
Yeah.
In fact, most people. I don't know how. I think Ordinary Adventures had both of them there, from what I saw.
But they were one of the only ones.
Pretty much every other vlogger was only able to take one person.
Yeah, like
so I'm
even
not quite
people
sure.
who had spouses, like, who like do channel stuff with them, only had one person at the actual media preview.
Jasmine, I have pinned a comment to the chat, which maybe you can. Yeah, I think you can click on it and expand it. I mean, I don't know how it shows up on the phone, but there's a pinned comment in the chat.
We need to do another members only video soon.
I do need to do another members only video soon. We went to the zoo this past weekend, and I thought about filming it for a members only video, but
it didn't go very long.
We weren't going to be there very long, and I just thought, since we're only going to be there like an hour, we were going there just to see the pandas, and then we were leaving.
What are we doing this weekend?
Huh?
So what are we doing this weekend?
What are we doing this weekend? Like Saturday? Yeah, maybe we'll go somewhere and put a members only video out this coming week.
Is it supposed to rain though?
My mom's gonna have the kids on Saturday, so I don't know. We'll figure something out though. I usually try to do a members only video about once a month if I can. It just depends on our schedule and whether we're going anywhere else besides Disney. So the thing with as being the memberships, that I never want to gatekeep anything that is crucial to the Disneyland planning experience on memberships. I just have never wanted to do that. I didn't want to make people have to spend money on the channel just to get the content that I used to offer for free. So I'm never going to do that. Instead, I treat memberships on the channel as more of a way to just like tip us in a sense. You appreciate the videos and you want to, provide an extra tip to us. You can join the memberships. Just $5 a month, and you get access to the little icon, the little castle icon that you see on people's names. That lets me know you're a member. And I do try to give priority reply to comments from members. And then we do those members-only videos maybe once a month that are literally just us going to the zoo or us going to Legoland or us going to Solvang or, just if we go on a road trip somewhere, something that I feel like wouldn't perform very well on the channel to the greater audience at large, but our core audience who will absolutely watch everything we put out, I put those types of videos there, if that makes sense. And so, yes, the link to become a member, it should be pinned in the comments. If you did not, and I mean, Aaron is just gifting memberships to people left and right now. If you don't see the link and you want to click the link, let me know, and I'll post the link again. But you can also just navigate to our channel page. If you navigate to our channel page, I'm going to do it from...
I didn't even know you could gift memberships.
I didn't either, so this is new to me.
I was like,
if you navigate to our channel page, there's like home, videos, shorts, live, playlists, posts, and then there's membership. And if you click on membership, it shows you the members only videos, a list of the members only videos. There's a San Diego Zoo Safari Park video, a San Diego Zoo video, then Lightscape. Oh yeah, I went to Lightscape. At the San Diego Botanic Garden. I forgot I did that. The Santa Barbara road trip. Hallow Scream is on there. Hallow Scream, that was something that I used to put public on the channel, but it's very scary. So I just felt like it didn't gel with our audience very much. But if you like scary stuff, Hallow Scream from SeaWorld San Diego.
It's not very scary, though.
Last September, I did go and do Hallow Scream, and that video is on members only as well. So... You can check out, absolutely check out the members only videos after what am I trying to say? After watching this, don't go do it right now. Don't leave. Don't leave. Stay here. But do you ever get tired of going to Disneyland? I get that question quite a lot actually, and this is my response. I get tired of going to Disneyland. I don't get tired of being at Disneyland. I get tired of the drive to Disneyland.
No, you get tired of the waking up.
I get tired of waking up at 5:30 in the morning. I'm a night owl. I'm the type of person who will stay up past midnight, stay up to sometimes 1 or 2 in the morning, and then I'll sleep until 8. And so waking up at 5:30 is just like it's. I used to have a job in North San Diego that. I would leave the house at 5:20 in the morning to avoid traffic to get up there to work. And I would leave at 5:20 in the morning. And I did that for a year and a half. And it was the longest, worst year and a half of my life because I hated waking up that early.
My job,
I hated waking up that early. But it is, it was the stage of life we were in. It's what we had to do to get by. But
I mean, I'm up at 5:45 in the morning every morning.
But Disneyland itself never gets old. If all I did was go to Disneyland, sit on a park bench, listen to music, watch people, and eat a Dole Whip, I would be perfectly happy and content. A day accomplished. I could never get tired of that. Let's see. How do I like the DJI Pocket 3? It's really great for this video quality is phenomenal compared to my iPhone. It's not too inconvenient. There's nothing that you can beat for the convenience of pulling your phone out of your pocket and just hitting the record button. But it's not too inconvenient to have that in the pocket with my phone as well. The biggest thing is that I have to constantly be cycling out batteries. So you'll notice that I now have a crossbody bag in all of my videos, and that's because I have 2 spare batteries, some cords, my microphone, a big power bank, and a tripod, all in that little bag. And I'm constantly swapping the batteries out, plugging one into the power pack, putting the other one on my Osmo Pocket, and I'm cycling them a lot. And so the battery just dies really quickly. And the biggest complaint I have functionality-wise is that, and maybe it's just mine is defective, I don't know, it's not too much of an inconvenience, so I haven't tried to contact support about it, but occasionally my audio drops. I'll be talking about something and it doesn't matter if I have the microphone on or if I use the onboard mic. Sometimes there's just nothing there. And I usually trim those segments out as much as possible. I trim out any segments where the audio drops. But yeah, that's my only complaint about it. Otherwise, I really like the Osmo Pocket.
That's Coral Crater Adventure Park.
What's that?
I said, what's Coral? Someone asked Coral Crater Adventure Park. Is it worth it? It's like, I don't know what Coral Crater Adventure Park is.
I don't know either.
If that's something in Hawaii, we haven't been to it.
Coral Crater Adventure Park.
Look it up.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Uh-oh, I hear.
Oh, yeah, it's in Kapolei.
Ooh. Oh, what, boys?
So it looks like it's a zip line UTV type place. So zip lines, the kids aren't quite old enough for, James is, but not Benjamin for zip lines. It actually might be more weight than age.
Yeah, they hardly weigh anything.
They hardly weigh anything. James only weighs like 55 pounds or something like that.
No, I'm 67.
You're 67 now? Oh, okay.
7.
67.
Getting squished.
You can't even see Mommy.
Yeah, you can't even see Amy in the stream anymore.
No. Yeah.
I mean, it looks fine, but
So it's bedtime now.
I don't have any experience with Coral Crater.
Yes, I know.
Corn Palace
The
Adventure
Corn
Park.
Palace.
Oh, the Corn Palace.
Hey, I want to go to South Dakota. I want to go see Mount Rushmore.
I do. I told him. I said that if we ever went to Mount Rushmore, we would absolutely come by and check out the Corn Palace
Okay,
too.
boys, bedtime now. Honey, can you tell them to go to bed?
Yes, time to go to bed, please. Time to go to bed, please.
Yes.
Time to go to bed, please.
Yes.
I thought they already went to
They
bed.
did! Okay, do you need me to tuck you in? Is that why you came down? Okay, let's go. Let's go. I must go tuck you in while I answer some questions. Do you want mommy or daddy?
Mommy. Mommy.
Okay. I'll be
Okay.
back.
All right. See you later.
No, you're not stealing my seat again. No.
They are getting so big. South, not North Dakota. Yes, not North.
Seriously.
Not North.
Boys.
James, come on. No. All done. Okay, let's go.
Why?
Cuz, please. Off you go.
Why?
Off you go. Come on. Off you go. He's still trying to look off to the side. Off you go. Oh, no. Off you go. Off you go. What am I most excited about for my upcoming trip? The view. The view from my balcony in Aulani. Absolutely, 100%. Just sitting on the balcony and enjoying the ambiance. There's something about it at night, too. Hang on one moment. I gotta get a tissue again. There is absolutely something about being at Aulani at night when the music is playing from, I don't know if it's the Olelo room or just Makahiki, but there's like a live band like playing music down there. It's very soft and peaceful. It's not like overly loud or anything. And then you've got the noise of the water running and just the lights at night. Oh, just the view. The view is phenomenal. The view is absolutely phenomenal. Family B says, treat your boys to ice cream for your next zoo visit. Our family met you 2 weeks ago when we were visiting from Seattle. Oh, yes, you guys, thank you so much for saying hello. And then I got to see you again at Star Tours. So that was really fun. I immediately texted Amy and told her that I saw you guys again because you were hoping that you would run into me at Disneyland. And you actually ran into us at the zoo instead, so that was fun. Arcade Jackpot Master Austin says, I am going to Star Wars Night on the 29th. What do you recommend doing? Make sure you get the cheesy garlic pretzel bread with burnt ends. That's the only recommendation that I have for you. I didn't do Star Wars Night, so I don't know what things in Star Wars Night are worth doing this year. But, the lightsaber meetup. Lightsaber meetup is not to be missed. That's something special. Seeing like 500 lightsabers all raised all at once. That's really fun. They have a parade, but it's a parade of people. Like, you are the parade. Like, it seems kind of, I don't know. I think it's kind of cheap that they have a parade, but that like you are the parade. So you in your outfit go walk down Main Street so everyone else can look at you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They have a parade. I think it's kind of cheap.
Interesting.
It's like, I think they should actually have a parade, rather than making you the parade. It's like, you're the entertainment, but they're not paying you.
Free entertainment, I guess. You paid to be entertainment.
Yeah. Yep. You are the entertainment for other guests.
Did you try the cheesy garlic bread with burnt ends?
Does Amy? Yeah, I did. Does Amy ever get jealous with how often I get to go to Disneyland? I don't think so.
No, though when I'm sitting at work and I get notifications that your order is ready,
It's
at
the food.
stuff for breakfast,
It's the food.
It's like
It's the food.
Aww.
It's not that I'm going. It's the food. She still goes often enough.
I don't mind that I'm not there.
Yeah.
Except there are some mornings if I forgot to eat breakfast and I'm sitting at work and I get a notification that his order is ready to be picked up at like Galactic Grill or
It's
something.
usually only whenever I get the Ronto morning wrap. That's the one that she's like, "Oh, did you get that again?" Because we're logged into the same account. So she's just logged into my account, and that means whenever I get mobile orders, she gets notifications on her phone. So I guess that's the only thing. But oh, look, it froze again on my computer.
Why is it doing that?
I don't know. I don't know. But I don't think it's freezing on here. What do we got for comments here? But then you could say that you were in a Disneyland parade. I was, yeah.
Someone just said there's
Okay, good. Glad it's not freezing again for you guys. I don't know why my computer's having issues today. Because obviously it's not the internet, because this phone is connected to the same internet. And if you guys aren't having issues, then it means that it's not my internet. But okay, here. You should do lives more regularly, maybe about once a month or once a season. I mean, it's about how often we do them, I feel like.
Once a month?
No. Once a season.
Yeah.
Once a season is about...
It's like every 3 or 4 months.
I feel like once a season is about how often we do them. The last one we did was in December. So, I mean, it was 4 months ago. And the one before that was September, which was about 3 months before that. So, and then August, which was...
Well, that was a special one.
Yeah. Well, we did once a month, June, July, August, September. And then after that's why. During the summer break, we'll probably be able to do that again. Because the kids are off of school, so we can do once a month lives. But once school gets started up again, our home life is just so busy that, in fact, the only...
Were you supposed to go out tonight?
Oh, no, I told him.
Oh, okay.
I told him, yeah. I generally meet with a guy on Thursdays, but I told him I wasn't going to be able to make it tonight. The only reason why we're able to do it this week is because the kids are off of school. And so, yeah, when the kids are off of school is when we tend to do live streams. So we absolutely should be able to do more lives once summer break hits. But that's why we've only done it once every 4 months since, because it usually coincides with breaks. The December one was during school break.
Okay.
So, yeah. It looks like Aaron's heading out. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you so much for all of the wonderful gifts that you gave people tonight, for the super chats, for absolutely everything. You are awesome, Aaron. You are a true hero. So have a good night. Hope to see you in June 2 to 6 from Carlotta. We'll be there.
2 through 4, we will be there.
June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We will be at Disneyland. DCA on the 2nd, Disneyland on the 3rd, and I don't know where on the 4th right now. But it is a special Getaway Today event. We are being hosted. I mean, you're going to find out eventually anyway, so I don't think it's a secret. I don't think that, I can't tell you. we are being hosted at the Grand Californian Hotel. It's really awesome. Through Getaway Today. Getaway Today is putting us up in the Grand Californian Hotel as a special thank you for everything that we do for Getaway Today. And so totally awesome that they're doing that. And so we're going to have a Grand Californian Hotel review. We are going to have early entry videos. So, you know, loads of fun content that's going to come out of that. And yeah, we're going to be there. It's a 2-night, all expenses paid vacation, in a sense. The kids are staying with grandma and friends, because my mom can't watch them when she's at work. But friends and grandma, and then Amy and I are going, just the two of us. We're gonna get like Lamplight Lounge, I think they said, dinner the first night, and then we're doing like a dining package for like breakfast or like paint the night or something.
Don't spoil it all.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it at all. I'm just saying that it's like they're paying for all of our food. They're paying for everything. So yeah, we're super blessed that they're doing that for us, and super excited for that. But we will be there June 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Hopefully no one gets sick while we're in Hawaii or anything.
Yeah, hopefully no one gets sick.
Do I need my elderberry gummies again? And like,
so how high is the priority of seeing the Mount Rushmore? When we do our next road trip, John, and I don't know when that's going to be honest with you. If money allows this year, I need to see. Honestly, I need to wait until after Hawaii to see how bad the dent in the pocketbook is from the Hawaii trip. I've been saving up and I've been selling some stuff, trying to get some extra cash, because last time we went to Hawaii, man, I was sweating after the end of that. I'm so used to Walt Disney World. You would think that I'm used to, like, okay, we're going to be spending money. But I just underestimated just how expensive Hawaii was going to be.
Well, I think it's because lunches and everything were good. But we even said this year, if we stop at Costco on the way to Aulani, like, we can pick up stuff that, like, we even said, like, Alani's lunch food wasn't all that great. So we might even still pick up some, like, fruit, pick up some, like, sandwich stuff for the kid, you know, for us and the kids, and because we have a little fridge. Yeah, we might take more advantage of that stuff.
So selling on Whatnot. I've thought about it, to be honest with you. I just don't know how to source stuff, and it's not really my gift. But like, I just bought here. Why don't you go get it? You can spoil it now.
What? No, Monday.
Okay. Okay. We're not going to spoil it now. I mean, I was going to spoil it for the 152 people. You know, 10,000 people are going to watch the video. There's only 152 on the live. You really can't spoil it for 152 people.
Where is it?
Up on the dresser. I talked her into it. I bought something on Whatnot the other day, and I paid $56 for it. $56. It was a Loungefly, and Loungeflies usually run $80. And what? 88. Amy says the price tag on it says $88. But like, how do these sellers, you know, get the decent, you know, how do they get the bags at a price point that they actually make money selling it at $56 as an auction? So I mean, they probably didn't want it to sell for $56, but that's just what it sold for. But we noticed on the bag when we got it that there was a little X on the price tag, and on the inside of the bag, here's the bag I got for her. It's obviously a Dole Whip bag, and on the tag, so on the tag, it said there's this green X. Well, that same green X is on this label on the inside of the bag. And so I'm wondering if this was like somehow like defective in some way, that it was unfit for being sold in a Disney store. So it went to like a discount store, and these people purchased them from like, you know, a bargain basement type store. I don't know how they sourced them. And the other thing that I've seen people do is like personal shopping, where, say I went to the Disneyland Emporium, right? And I'm just in the Emporium and I open up a live stream and I pop a live right there and I point at an item in the Disneyland Emporium. Say it's that black classic Disneyland Spirit jersey. And someone says, oh, I really want that Spirit jersey in large. Can you put that item up for me in large? Well, now I have to, the item costs $80. Let's just say $80. I have to list the item for $100 because I need to pay whatnot fees.
The green X is from Company D.
Okay.
Which is for Disney employees.
Okay.
Which is what I thought.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
I'm wondering if she's a Disney employee.
Maybe she's a cast member, or maybe she knows cast members. But okay. Thank you for telling us about the X. So I've seen people do personal shopping where if an item's $80, they'll list it for $100 because I have to pay whatnot seller fees, and then there's shipping on top of that $100, and I still want to make a buck as well, right? Because what's the point in doing it if I'm not going to make a buck? So you have to sell something for like $20 more than what it actually costs to go, and I know some people are willing to pay that because they're not going to Disneyland anyway. But it's just the type of thing where sourcing product is my biggest question mark on that. For me personally, I know other people can, and obviously maybe they have that person clearly has Company D connections.
Yeah. Well, she said her brother's a cast member.
Okay. Well, no, I'm not talking about Kat.
Oh, the person.
I'm talking about California
yeah.
Main Street. California Main Street is the whatnot seller that I got that bag from. You don't have the shirt handy, do you, either?
No.
I got a shirt for James that was
cute.
for $12.
Yeah.
$12. It's a Star Wars snack shirt, and it's got the lightsaber churros on it, and
it says like I'm here for the snacks.
Yeah,
but it's Star Wars.
Yeah, you'll see it eventually. I mean, you'll
He's
see it in a
wearing it
video.
Monday,
He'll wear it on Monday. You'll see it on Monday
If it's warm enough.
if it's warm enough.
I think it's supposed to be like 70.
70, yes, 75. It's supposed to be 75, so should be able to. Yeah, you'll see it on Monday. Whatnot has a lot of really great deals. In fact, Whatnot just reached back out to me yesterday and wants to partner again. The last partnership they enjoyed so well that they want to partner again. So they are going to be hosting 3 more giveaways on the channel, and this time it's bigger than last time. So last time they gave me $200 for merchandise. This time they're giving me $300 for merchandise for 3 months, May, June, and July. We'll have $900 total dollars worth of merchandise given away here on the channel thanks to Whatnot. And so there will be more giveaways coming. And the first one I told them that I want to do is for the 70th anniversary. So as soon as the rest of the 70th anniversary merchandise drop, the good-looking stuff drops, we'll host one of those giveaways, and it'll be Whatnot sponsored, $300 worth of gifts. So, supposing you buy the $80 items, I can buy close to 4 Spirit jerseys and Loungeflies. I'll probably go a little bit over, which is fine. I'll just cover the overage. But we'll do 4 Spirit jerseys and Loungeflies. So 4 separate winners of really awesome big gifts. And that's all thanks to Whatnot. So that'll be coming up soon.
Someone asked, will that be new signups only though?
No.
Open to current signups?
It's open. So all you have to do to enter a Whatnot giveaway is have a Whatnot username. You don't have to be a new sign up. I get extra bonuses if you sign up and then pay for things, but it's extra bonuses. You don't have to be a new Whatnot user to enter the giveaway. Only new Whatnot users get the new Whatnot user benefit. So the $15 that they did went during the last giveaway, and right now it's anywhere between $100 and $200. Somebody the other day, one of our viewers, landed the $200. They got $200 free dollars, and when they bought their first purchase, I got $200 too, which was really cool. Whatnot? What is Whatnot? Whatnot is it's basically eBay, but with live streams. So take this live stream we're doing right now and mix it with eBay, and you have Whatnot. It's basically like the old QVC show, where you watch it late at night, and they have the jewelry, and for $550 you can buy this. Call right now to place your order. Wait, the time is running out. It's kind of like that. So the way that the how I got that bag was they ran a promo. So they have different items that they want to sell. So I'm just going to pull this up because this is Amy's right here that she's using. They'll say, okay, here we have this mug. We're going to sell this mug. This is a corksicle mug. Take a look at that. They pull it around. Oh, look here. You can see, and then they show you all the different things like this. Yeah, not spilled tea. They'll show you all the different things, and then they'll put a price up at the bottom. And the people will, like, for 20 seconds, they'll bid an auction style against each other for this item. So you kind of have to know what the item costs and what you're willing to spend on it. Otherwise, you'll overspend fairly quickly. But they did the one that I got for that was, it was just any bag off the wall. And she has a wall behind her with like 20 different Loungeflies. And she ran an auction for a bag off the wall. And I was competing against someone, and I got it for $56. The Loungefly is worth $88, so I knew that I was willing to go up to about $75, not any higher than $75 if I wanted to get a good deal.
If she got it from Company D, or she bought it for like $30.
Yeah, I don't know what it costs at Company D.
Most of theirs that I've seen on the like I've seen people post pictures on Instagram. Most of theirs are like 30 to 35.
Okay. So that then, she still made money selling it for 56 then. So I entered an auction, I won at 56, and then she showed me the wall, and I got to look at all the Loungeflies and pick the Loungefly that I wanted. So it's a pretty cool platform. You just have to be careful because some of the stuffs are kind of like scams. I mean, not like scam, but it's gambling, if you will. One of them that I was in, it was literally, he had a wheel, and you were just bidding to spin the wheel. So you would fight against other people and you'd spend like $20 and then you'd spin the wheel. And a Loungefly is on the wheel. A couple of Loungeflies are on the wheel.
Baby socks.
Exactly.
Baby socks.
So if you're really lucky, you spent $20 and you get to get a Loungefly for $20 because you spun the wheel and got it. Oh, wow. Congrats. Except for I got princess socks.
Minnie Mouse.
That's Minnie Mouse. Oh, Minnie Mouse socks.
I mean, it worked.
For like 6-year-old.
Yeah, I mean, it worked out. We were able to give them to a friend at church because I was like, well, I have boys, and then all my friends, even at school, their kids were all too big for these socks. Even like they were, little socks. But thankfully, I had a friend at church who has 2 little girls and another little girl on the way. So I was like, here, have some socks. I know you'll use them.
So you just have to be careful about what sellers on whatnot you come across, that you don't like fall into this like gambling pit. But if you follow someone like California Main Street, who I do recommend, go check her out. She exclusively just has product, and it's probably all from Company D. Yeah. It's probably all from Company D. And she just holds up the product and sells it on screen and auction style. So there's no gambling aspect. The item that you're bidding on is what she's holding, and whoever wins the auction gets that item.
What you see is what you get.
What you see is what you get. And so that's what whatnot is. That was a long-winded answer to that.
What's our favorite snack food at DCA?
I was trying to figure out what Sonia was talking about. It made me so sad. Promised we would come back.
She said that she something about personal shopper was supposed to get something for her, and they didn't get back with her.
Oh, bummer. Sorry about that. Yeah. I don't know anything about the personal shoppers that you can like contact online, but I know that there are personal shoppers that will go pick up stuff for you, but like I said, I don't know how reliable they are. What was the question you asked?
Favorite snack food in DCA.
Favorite snack food in DCA. I'm mind blanking. All I can think about is a cheesy garlic pretzel bread, but that's a Disneyland. It's my favorite snack. It's my favorite snack.
I mean, if you feel like eating chocolate, the Choco Smash.
Oh yeah, sure. Choco Smash.
But I mean, that's not something we get very often. I feel like if we're getting, honestly, I feel like we don't snack a lot in DCA.
At DCA, no.
Because like if we are snacking in that park, it's because of food festivals going on.
Jack Cookie Num Num's good.
But we don't even get that very often.
We used to.
I mean, the breakfast fries at Smoke Jumpers are good, but that's not really
you like that.
The snack item.
You like the seasoned breakfast fries. Yeah.
I wish they had those.
Because you can only buy them at breakfast, right?
I know, it's annoying. Like you order a burger in the middle of the afternoon, they give you plain crinkle cut fries and not
favorite Fab Five character, Goofy.
Mickey, probably.
Are you gonna be, whatever, unoriginal?
Well, my favorite characters are Chip and Dale, and they're not part of the Fab Five.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'm just giving you grief for the
So,
fun of it.
like, out of the Fab Five, I don't know. I mean, Goofy's pretty fun, too.
Oh, look. The laptop froze again. Again. Okay.
So, I mean, that's why. I like Chip and Dale. They're my favorite.
They're your favorite?
I wonder if Dale will try to steal our lunch again at Aulani. Oh, I guess Pluto's part of the Fab Five, but he doesn't, I mean...
How will the tariffs impact Disneyland merchandise? I have no idea, to be honest with you. I mean, if prices go up, they go up.
Yeah.
That's all I can say.
They're probably going to go up anyway.
Our family could use new merch for upcoming trip. We'll definitely check out Whatnot. Any referral codes? Yes. So if you go to, I mean, I'll drop it here. I'll drop it here in the chat. But any of my videos, if you check the description of any video within the last month and a half.
Yeah. I haven't really looked up much about the Disney Destiny. I know it's new. They've been like talking about stuff that's coming to it. But since we haven't done a Disney cruise, we kind of really haven't like followed anything to do with Disney Cruise Line or, you know, what's on specific cruises and etc. So, you know, if we ever do decide to do a Disney cruise, then we'll probably go like research more of like the different ships. But honestly, I don't think I would care.
So I just dropped the link in the chat if you're interested in signing up for Whatnot. New members will get $10 to $200 free. Only new users. And again, it could be 10, 20, 50, or 200. Obviously, 200 has the lowest odds. Most people are going to get 10. But even $10, if you go and you spend $10 on a $20 shirt, you know, that saves you some money. Whatnot credits are only useful for the item price, not the shipping and taxes. So if you do buy a Loungefly for $56 because you got the $200, you got lucky and got the $200, and you bought a Loungefly, you're gonna still get a charge for like $10, and you're like, wait, why? Oh, because it's shipping and taxes. You're still paying for shipping and taxes, but the item itself will be paid through Whatnot credits.
Why is she acting like she's dead again?
How do we participate in future giveaways? Just follow the instructions in the video when I have the giveaway. Giveaways run for 1 week, and I post about them in community posts as well as mention them in a couple of videos. There will be at least 2 videos that mention, and you'll have 2 separate chances to enter to win on those 2 videos. If you comment on both videos, that's 2 entries. I pull all of the comments from both videos and combine them. And well, I remove duplicates from, I pull one video, remove duplicates, pull the second video, remove duplicates, and then combine them. So everybody gets a max of 2 chances. And you usually have to follow the instructions. Whatnot wants you to share your Whatnot username because they're providing the money for the giveaways. It means they want it to go to users of their platform. That's why they're doing the giveaway, to get people to sign up, if that makes sense. So it really is a great place to get some discounted Disneyland merchandise, though. But you don't always get to pick what you want, if you know what I mean. Like, it's up to the mercy of whatever the sellers have in stock. How far ahead do you plan trips and how often do you go? Like, would you know when you are going in late 2025 or for Disneyland? No, I'm only 6 weeks out. 6 weeks is, so I have 6 reservations. The Inspire Key and Believe Key pass holders have 6 reservations, and I literally go once a week, so I'm only out 6 weeks. Amy and the kids go a little less often, so they're out maybe about 2 months, 2.5 months. I usually have their reservations booked up, but for mine, I only go out 6 weeks, so I have no idea when I'm going to Disneyland at the end of the year. As far as big trips, yes, I've got big trips planned out. We've got Alani next month. Just a couple of weeks away. What's do you know the day count? The kids know the day count? And
34 days.
34
9
days.
hours.
34 days. We
and
are
9 hours.
And
so
9
it's
hours.
More like 35 days.
35 days away from going to Aulani. And then in the fall, we have a special surprise trip planned that I'm not talking about because I don't know if the kids can hear me through their door or anything like that. They shouldn't be able to. They shouldn't be listening at the door. But I'm just, not going to say it out loud anyway. And then if you want to hear about it, what video was that I did?
Wasn't that the AI planned?
Perfect day video?
Yeah.
Might have been the AI. Yeah, I think it was AI plan the perfect day video. If you want to hear about the trip, go watch that video if you haven't already. We have a special trip coming up, and then next year is our 15th anniversary, and we were going to go to Paris this year, and then we pushed it off because of all the construction, and it looks like it's not even going to be ready by the time we're ready to go next year. So we may be pushing it off till 2027, which means that for our 15th, we can actually go to what we intended to go to for our 15th anniversary, which is Tokyo. Just Amy and I, no kids. But we don't have that scheduled, planned, or anything like that. We don't even know the best time of the year to go to Tokyo yet. We need to look at weather and all that sort of stuff.
It's very overwhelming and confusing.
But we're going to go to Tokyo for our 15th wedding anniversary next year, probably, more than likely. So those are our next big trips that we have planned up. So what is Aulani? Yes, it's a Disney resort. Basically, so the Polynesian at the Walt Disney World, or say the Grand Californian at Disneyland. It's essentially something like that. Aulani is a resort on Hawaii that is totally Hawaiian vibes, Hawaiian culture, Hawaiian atmosphere, Hawaiian art, Hawaiian architecture, Hawaiian everything. It was created. There you go.
Not very good,
no, it's probably not. Probably not. Super, yeah. It's gorgeous. This picture is blurry because of that getting close to the But essentially, so it was designed by Joe Rohde, and Joe Rohde grew up on Hawaii.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so it had a very special place in his heart, and he, in designing it, tried to be as true as he could be. And I say as he could be because it's still a Disney resort, so it's still got Disney vibes. You can still meet Mickey, and Mickey does the shaka. And
you can meet Ulume and a couple other characters.
And of course there's what am I thinking of? Moana. Mm-hmm. You can meet Stitch. Moana and Stitch. And anyway, yes, they still have Disney stuff, but it's so for people who aren't really big into theme parks but still love Disney, it's great. And it's just like a really chill, relaxing vibe that the theme parks don't have. In fact, my kids prefer Aulani to Walt Disney World. They do. And probably because they have Disneyland. But they loved Aulani so much.
Well, they love the pool.
Yeah.
They love pools. And the fact that they could just hop on an inner tube and go around the lazy river over and over and over was right up their alley.
How did we meet? We met at college in Florida. So I grew up in Pennsylvania. She grew up in Utah. We met in Florida. And then we went back to Pennsylvania for a little bit after we got married. But we were only there for about a year. And then we followed her parents here when they moved here. Her parents retired. Her dad retired from Utah State University, and then they moved down here. He's not retired; he still works, but he retired from the university. And then
we've lived here since.
We followed them here, and we've lived here since. But we met at college in Florida.
It's on Oahu. For where Alani is.
Yes, Alani is on Oahu, and it was Pensacola Christian College in Pensacola, Florida, so the Panhandle. Let's see here. Are you planning? Of course, that question keeps coming up. Are we planning to go to Epic? I'm gonna keep the response pretty short. Just no, not right now. Eventually, that's the short of it. But yeah, we'll go eventually. In your ride pools, have any of the winners losers surprised you? I was bummed at how bad the carousel lost. Like, really bummed at how bad The carousel lost.
Did it really lose that bad?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
It dropped down to like 30th place.
Ah.
It's pretty much at the back. It's at the bottom of the barrel. That was disappointing to me. Let me tell you. I like the carousel.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go back through. Somebody just talk about Logan. Somebody just said they're from Logan.
Someone just said they're from Logan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Logan. Well, Providence, but I kind of miss the snow, but kind of don't. Our commute up to Disneyland is about 1.5 hours, 1 hour 45 minutes, give or take. Day of the week, if there's traffic, etc.
I guess another surprise for me, because I just went looking through all the polls. That's why I was sorry, the delay. I'm shocked that the sailing ship did as bad as it did as well, because I think the sailing ship is significantly cooler than the Mark Twain. It's got a cannon that fires on it. It's got this like really awesome museum, but I think the recurring theme in the comments was that people just have never ridden it.
So then why did they vote?
Because they've ridden the other thing.
No.
So they voted for the thing that they've ridden.
No.
Because the sailing ship isn't in operation as often as the Mark Twain is. But, I mean, the sailing ship is a really cool ship. Somebody had recommended if they retheme the sailing ship to the Black Pearl, it would probably create a lot more attention for it.
Yeah, it probably would. They should.
Though
I just realized, because Disney World's getting rid of their whole, Rivers of America, but they don't even have the one boat, don't they? They don't have 2 boats at Disney World, do they?
They have the
Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell,
but that's
Liberty
it.
Bell. Yeah, they don't have a...
They don't have a second one.
Well, they don't use their Rivers of America for Fantasmic. They have a separate boat in Hollywood Studios that's used for Fantasmic. The other one, there was another thing. I was actually shocked. We're going to get to it again soon. But I was shocked at how well It's a Small World actually performed. Like, just as much as I'm shocked that these other ones did poorly, I'm shocked at how well It's a Small World did. Because everyone always bashes on It's a Small World and how they hate that ride and they can't stand the music and all that sort of stuff.
They hate it when they're thinking about it, but they secretly love it and they don't want to admit it.
I was surprised. I just bumped that one way up in the list because it kept beating everything by a landslide. So we'll get back to it eventually here, but I was just really surprised at how well it was doing. But there were some comments. There was a comment I wanted to say. Oh, are we all Chargers families? No. We're not football people. My mother is a diehard Steelers fan. And even she has kind of cooled off on, I feel like, the whole football thing lately. I mean, she still watches it. She puts it on the background. But I feel like it's not as big of a deal to her as it used to be.
Doesn't have a team anymore.
I know. But I was never into Chargers even when they were here. Because we've lived here when they were here.
I've heard if we followed college football, the Aztecs are not too bad.
Yeah. I'm just... Football isn't super exciting to me. You think about it in terms of this, all right? Football, they play 16 games in a season. And baseball, they play 162 games in a season. Yeah, 162 games versus 16 games. And the football guys, they just all stand up on a line and they go, hut! And then they're moving for 5 seconds. And then the play ends. And that's it. I don't know. And then you wait another 2 minutes for the next play to start. And it's I don't know. I find it boring.
Maybe we need to go to. We need to just go to a rugby game. Can we go to a rugby game this summer?
Rugby. I love rugby. That sport never stops. That's like football, but it never stops.
It doesn't stop. I would go to a rugby game and watch rugby.
Yeah, we love watching rugby every time the Olympics are on. It's our favorite sport to watch in the Olympics. Of course, I love baseball. Love baseball. Padres all the way. Pirates. Grew up watching the Pirates. Pirates were a huge part of my upbringing. My dad would take me to games all the time. And I still love the Pirates, but my poor Pirates are just terrible. And
they creamed, who was it the other day?
And up until last year, my poor Padres were pretty terrible too. So I was a fan of 2 terrible teams. It's just the way it is. But the other sport that I grew up watching is hockey. My dad would take me to Penguins games just about as often, if not more often, than Pirates games. And Penguins games, now Penguins, they were the team to beat. Penguins were the cream of the crop. We had the best player in the NHL. We always were winning Stanley Cups left and right back in, I don't know what they're doing now, but back in the day that I was growing up, the Penguins were the team to beat. And it was exciting having that. And then, of course, the Steelers, they even though they're football, I don't watch football. The Steelers are one of the teams like with the most amount of Super Bowl wins when you look at them. They're not the first, I don't think, but they have a lot of Super Bowl wins as well. So
Patriots the top.
Yeah. So Pittsburgh does have a lot of really good sports teams, just not the Pirates.
Yeah.
Have I been to a Ducks game? I have.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
It was my first hockey game. It was fun.
Yeah. The Ducks game was fun. If they have goals, San Diego Gulls down here. We haven't been to a Gulls game yet. I hear, if I remember right, is it I think Manny Machado co-owns the Gulls.
Really?
Or something like that. There's a sports team. It might be soccer. It might not be the Gulls. But Manny Machado co-owns some sport team. I saw that the other day. So that's pretty cool. You seem like two great parents to your sons and work as a team. What's your best parenting tip or tips? Oh, boy.
I don't know.
Oh, boy. I don't know. I mean, I guess we're just, we don't let them get away with things. I guess is the best, like, when it comes to, like, being at Disneyland, all right? Especially being at Disneyland. You know, the kids start swinging on the chains. They start climbing on fences. And we know, because we're around them often enough, I suppose. But cast members will be like, hey, don't do that. So anytime our kids start to do that, it's like, hey, stop doing that. Stop. You know, we tell them not to do those sorts of things. And then I've seen cast members tell kids to stop doing things, and the parents just don't care. And they just let their kids do whatever. And I don't know, like they're teaching them that it's okay to ignore and disobey authority. And you know, that's what I don't know. I'm sure you get what I'm trying to say is that it leads to those kids growing up thinking it's okay to do that, and then they teach it to their kids. And it's just the type of thing where we always try to teach our kids. We want to follow the rules. We want to obey.
Even if you don't agree.
Yeah,
with the
even
rules.
if you don't agree with the rules. If somebody cast member tells you to do something, then you're going to do that. We're just consistent with them. The other day we were riding the Disneyland Railroad. And they don't usually talk during the Disneyland Railroad. It's just an over speaker pre-recorded thing. Now we're passing through the rivers of America, and ahead you'll see. You know, it's that like lovely guy with the like really soothing voice that I like. I whatever voice actor they use for the Disneyland Railroad, I like that guy. Yeah. Anyway, instead of that, they kept coming over the loudspeaker. A cast member was saying, all children need to be seated and on their bottoms. You know, please no standing in the right. And they had to say it like 10 times.
They finally were like, if you do not have your kids sit down, like we are stopping the train.
Yeah, we are going to have to stop the train if you do not sit your kid down right now. Like they had to keep, and even then they had to say it again. Like it was just really, I was like, wow. They were either ignorant, intentionally so, or they were just oblivious. I'm not sure which. I'm not sure which, but whatever the case may be, I think that's something we've been very consistent with our kids about is that we don't let them get away with things. So we're consistent with letting them know. But
probably wrap up soon.
yeah, we probably should. We technically haven't eaten dinner. I just had like half a bowl of fried rice. I still want some mac salad, and I still want some chicken left. So
and the cats are.
It's 8:30. The cats want food. So we probably will wrap it up. Any other last minute questions? Things that you've been burning desires? Things that you want to know that I haven't answered yet? What is my experience with height ride differences? What do you mean? Do you mean like are they strict? Yes, they are strict. They will sometimes run a piece of paper underneath your child's head to make sure it's not just the hair touching and that it's actually their skull touching the bar. They are strict with that, if that's what you're meaning. But we are so excited that Benjamin is tall enough to ride absolutely everything in Disneyland now. We don't have to deal with height requirements really anymore at all. Some theme parks there still are. Of course, he can't ride Velocicoaster yet.
I think he actually might be tall enough.
Is he tall enough for Velocicoaster?
He might be, which is a scary thought.
He wasn't the last time.
I know he wasn't then.
And just in May. I mean, that was like less than a year ago. But I guess they grow fast, don't they? If you see me in the parks and I am filming, yes, you can stop me and say hello. I will turn the camera off and I will pick right back up where I left off. I have no problem doing that. Please do say hello. I know some people don't say hi because they don't want to interrupt, but I mess up enough times on my own. I do. I mess up.
Maybe we could include bloopers one of these times.
I mess up enough times on my own that I'm already cutting and editing and splicing, so it doesn't hurt me to turn off the camera and do it again.
I'm
really
sometimes
doesn't.
standing there laughing because
Really
he'll
doesn't.
try saying the same sentence like 10 different times.
Yeah. Easiest way to use Lightning Lane, buy Premier Pass. Not that I necessarily advocate doing that because of the cost, but you asked for the easiest. Premier Pass lets you just walk into any Lightning Lane without booking anything. If you think that paying $250 per person is worth it for you, then go for it. By all means, go ahead and do it.
If you get the regular one and you don't know, then watch our Lightning Lane video.
Yeah, it's I can't even begin to scratch the surface of that topic without. I mean, the video is like 45 minutes in and of itself, so.
See, somebody else wants bloopers.
Blooper reels, yeah. John said he saw you at the zoo 3 days ago.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, yeah, I think that's going to be it for us for tonight. Thanks for hanging out and seeing some of the food that Amy made, Hawaiian-inspired stuff, and chatting about Alani in Hawaii. And we can't wait for that trip coming up. Hope you guys will look forward to it. Honestly, like going on these bigger trips that aren't Disneyland, the only way that they work and are made possible for like future trips is when you guys watch them. Because remember how I said, if you were watching this whole stream, remember how I said earlier that I've stopped like putting Legoland videos and SeaWorld videos and San Diego Zoo videos? It's because when things perform poorly and then they start to affect the channel as a whole, I just stop making those types of videos. So, you know, if you want to see those trips and like Aulani and Walt Disney World and, you know, Tokyo Disney and that sort of thing, definitely support the trip videos when they come out. Watch them all the way through, leave comments, hit the like button, that sort of thing.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends to watch them. Yeah, everything is super helpful. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for hanging out with us here tonight. And we'll do another live stream probably in June once we get back from Aulani and the kids are off of school. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks again. And as always, we will see you again next time.